Sorry, I'm late
It's all
again.
good.
Listen, sometimes
good.
it's us.
It's
It's often me.
I,
You're fine.
I'm always very aware of it when I'm late. When you're late, we're just like bullshitting forever, and then it doesn't matter to me.
It's the way sometimes. Oh dear.
Okay.
Isaac, is it very humid where you live?
It comes and goes. The Seattle area, it just has lots of rainy days, and so it never gets really hot. And on the hot days, they are dry. So that's I guess it's rare that we have a really like uncomfortably humid day, but they do happen. It's just not all the time.
I was just saying, it's very humid here lately. I
Yeah.
mean, it is often humid here, but global warming is getting hotter.
Was it? I think it was last weekend. I was playing an Allen's game on Saturday, and then on Sunday my air conditioner broke, and my furnace closet filled with water was leaking into my garage because what broke was the collector for the condensed water that comes out of an air conditioner wasn't collecting it and shunting it out of the house where it needed to go. It just filled up my furnace closet. So I had to figure
spot.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm worried
I
about
had
for our bedroom. We've got like an air conditioner room.
What do you mean?
There, I'm like, it just smells kind of like wet in there or musty.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
So I found a really good thing. I found a thing on Amazon that is a leak sensor, and it's just a little square thing. I plug one device into my home network, and then it has these little detectors that have a range of like 300 feet or something, and you set them anywhere around your house, and there's two little metal pins on them, both on the top and on the bottom of these little devices, that if there's any amount of water that's connecting those two metal pins, then it will sound an alarm. And I have it linked to my phone now, so now anytime that area gets wet, I will definitely know about it.
911. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac, do you mind just share that with me? Send it a DM to me.
Yeah.
If you can. If you don't mind, thanks.
Yeah.
That seems very helpful.
I just gotta find the
go through your searches,
find the Amazon orders.
Purchases.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I probably only bought like 3 things on Amazon since I bought that. So I'll find it. I'll get it to you in a second.
Only 3.
Yeah. No worries, no rush either. Yeah. So just
I buy a lot from Amazon, but this is one of the most recent things I got, so it should be pretty quick to find.
Oh my God, this is very unethical, but I am like, I cannot stop buying from Temu. Oh my God, just like
I mean,
just can't.
Go for it until it gets banned. I mean, you know.
I know. I tried Wish once upon a time, and it was I didn't do well on it. Like everything I got was just not good. But Temu has been an absolute delight, and I do happen to think that most of our stuff comes via the same channels anyway. We're just cutting out the middleman. I bought bangs. They are a whole lot of fun.
Not working. What the going on?
Hello.
You can hear me?
I can hear you now.
We can hear you now. Yeah, I guess you just have to curse at it and make it work.
It wasn't working before, so I was like, what is wrong with this thing? The clip-in bangs you're talking about?
The bang? No. Oh my god, they're terrible. They're on like a headband that has a braid across it, so it looks like you've even more styled your hair. Oh my god, it's a sight. Yeah.
I got the clip-in ones, and the only way they look good on me is if I wear like a thick headband over top of where I clip them in, because it just doesn't. I can't like mold my natural hair around it to look good. 'Cause I don't have any
I
layers
hear
of hair,
that.
so it wasn't. I don't know, it wasn't working for me either. So I was like, well, it looks really cute when I wear a headband.
Yeah, some of them do clip in, but these ones are they're just kind of like attached to a head. They look awful. I wear them in an ironic way, and I got a set for my friends, so now we just wear them. Sometimes we wear them at work just when we feel like being assholes. And then we're like, no, we always had bangs. What? And then periodically, yeah. We work very hard, you can tell.
If everyone's ready, we can begin.
Ready. Oh yeah, Tomar's Crossing. This is what we're doing now. We got some drama.
Yep. All right, let me just.
Well,
Shit, I don't know. I feel like if I drop these in here, I'm gonna just drop you in, for example. Isaac, tell me if you can see the map, like as your character.
well,
Or you can see
somehow
where
the
your character
map
is.
popped up and then I accidentally closed it, so I've got it back now. Okay, I'm back on the
You have it
map.
back? Okay. I can always force you back into the map.
And I have a character and I can move them. Yes.
Okay. As long as you can see everything on the map too, because like again with the whole lighting thing, I'm kind of like every time I pull you in there, then I've got to make sure I think
Oh yeah,
each
yeah.
one of your characters
No,
are lighting are fine.
Yeah. This map doesn't need the lighting configuration
Right.
on it because it's just a town map.
Exactly. Okay. So, does anybody want to give a quick blurb on what you guys remember from last session? Or I can start, and then people can correct me if I'm wrong.
We completed clearing out the Fort Frostfell, and we found the 3 humanoids that we were looking for, and the white, which we have a reward for returning with their heads. We have one of them prisoner. We have one prisoner, and the other 2 we killed.
Right. I believe the one you had prisoner was a small gnomish wizard, was he not?
I think so.
Yeah. He was the guy in the book room, so yeah.
Right. Yep.
We also learned about another fortress, Gardon Mulhord, that I don't remember the details. I just know that's where we're going next.
Yeah. Well, the details was that behind that I think you guys had found out was the fact that prisoners were being escorted from the Fort Frostfeld to that other one for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was one of the things, and then the other one was there was a ghost that needed help being released from the plane, but there's a sorcerer at Gardong that is like holding them there or something. So there's some part of that we're gonna do too.
Yep, exactly. So the ghost in question, I believe her name is Fairy or Fairy. It's kind of an odd name.
Right.
But... 1 second here. Where's my notes? Oh wait, probably in Discord. Probably is best actually because it's truncated. There's not much there. There we go. So the ghost name, as I put inside,
Ferrier.
Yeah, exactly, Ferrier. And you found out that, and you also had a quick mime session with the ghosts, and you set them free. There was a couple of other spirits, not fairy, but that were, I believe you guys said in there.
With the swords.
Exactly. And you set them free.
Stabbing.
Grateful. Yeah. And in the process, I believe you found some items with their thrones. I'm not sure how you guys decided to give those out in the party.
We still have a bunch of stuff on the party sheet that hasn't been distributed. So
right, yeah,
it's just on the party sheet.
Right. Okay. Let me see your inventory. And I think you guys actually had some items you needed identified, but I assume that Melvin will take care of that once you guys get into town.
Yes.
So I will say that you guys do enter the town, and you kind of notice as soon as, like, sorry, was that were you done there, Isaac, or?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't have any
plow through your your explanation. Was like, all right, we're done.
The end.
So, but one second here. I don't know if anybody's listening to the audio or not, but
nah,
I'm not.
Yes.
I wondered. I know sometimes it can be cumbersome and stuff. Oh, you guys are okay. Cool.
Rains before. Okay.
So you guys should be hearing somewhat of like a
conversation.
Yeah, kind of like a
ambient village
background
sounds.
added to that.
Are we in the bar?
Exactly. So you guys are in Tomar's Crossing once again. You make the quest from the Fort Frostfeld successfully without incident with the prisoners all the way back. And they have been escorted off into the local temple, the Temple of Long Life, which, if you remember the cleric in question that takes care of her name is Isparel Lightwind. She's the local cleric of... Oh, I forget the name. What's the god of light? We talked about this before. It's like Elvish. What's that?
Saint Cuthbert is the god of the sun.
It's not that one. I think I want to say it's like it's a god of like life or light or something like that. It's one of the Forgotten Realm one. I want to say it's.
Oh, I don't know.
Sea,
I don't know the realms. Corellian.
Okay, well. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. So, sorry, game immersion broken. So that's the they've been taken there as well as taken it into the weary traveler to kind of heal their wounds and knit their bones, etc., etc. So, and we said you guys are doing milestone. Did we not say that? Did you guys go up a level or no? Oh, right, you're level 5. Anyway,
we were not told.
Okay, you were not told.
We are.
What are you saying, David? What are you saying?
We get more powers?
We're currently level 5.
Yes, I figured that's just turning around, so if I mumble, that's why. 1 second. Oh, on the wrong sheet, that's why. Checking my paperwork. Hold on, guys. Go away.
Amazing.
So no, you haven't gained a level yet. Sorry, just going over my notes here.
Ignore.
But it'd been probably with a different group. So, yeah. So once you're in town, what would you like to do? You can again. Sorry, I meant to say this earlier. Is you can kind of once you get into town, you can kind of tell that the sound in the town is kind of like there's a kind of a different tone to it. You can see that there's a few more faces that seem to be a little more happy. The children are actually kind of laughing and playing in one section. 1 second, let me bring this up. Super fast. You can hear children kind of like laughing and playing in the background, even though they're kind of playing in the mud, and one of the mothers kind of wanders over and chastises the children and gets, get out of the mud, you're getting dirty. Anyway, so what would you guys like to do in town since you're here?
There's no word like the conditions we left the town in.
We haven't talked about it.
Well,
oh, okay,
yeah,
fair.
so
We've just come in,
know.
but like we didn't hear that or anything. I guess.
Well, everybody was pretty miserable previously, and now they seem less so. So
yeah,
I like to. Let's just not talk to anybody and assume we did a good thing.
Wait till they hear about all the
What are you
food we
talking about?
found.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's
Oh yeah, we did.
let's deliver this food to somebody.
Okay. So you said you would deliver
carrying
food.
a large quantity of we're carrying a large quantity of food, but obviously there's more where we found that. So
right. Yep.
But we all so you said they already took our prisoner?
Yes, as soon as you guys kind of get in town, they like one of the guards kind of comes over and goes, "Oh, like gods, what happened to these people?"
All right, because we also have all the refugees with us, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Just more of the missing refugees that were like some of them are amputees now. Some of them are just like gaunt and kind of like, I mean, they're on the mend because they had access to, like, you kind of offered them food and stuff, so they're kind of slowly on the mend, but they're not doing great.
So some of them went to for the orphans.
It's not for you.
So, if you remember...
So those were town guards, not those knights that we talked to that told us to go take out that fort.
Right. Yes, these are just town guards. The knights, like, you could probably find them if you went to go to their section of the village, of the hamlet, I guess.
Okay.
Let me see. 1 second here. Looking for my thing. There's a list I'm using here. Oh, for the love of God. This is why I keep my notebook close by, because I know I can at least flip to that page. There we go. Holy shit. Actually, I'm going to create a little shortcut here. There, that works. What did you say here? Feed the hungry. So, you would have either spoken to Isperl from the temple, and I don't think you did. I could be wrong. Or Kadra, one of the council members. Did you speak to either one of those?
Those don't sound familiar.
No, I don't think you had you? I think the only one you really kind of talked to was Malaga, the inn, the weary traveler. She was also looking, I think, mostly for bedding. Did you guys find any beddings on your travel?
Oh,
bedding.
Not that we collected, I don't think.
I was like, I didn't get any.
Forgot about that mission.
That's okay. No, it's just like, again, I'm just some of the small details and stuff. I figured you guys would remember that, but
I think everything that we saw in the castle was like run down and gross and grungy. So.
Yeah, I don't think there wasn't a lot worth salvaging for that.
Like, I was like, what do I find? And you're like, not much.
I'll see. Okay,
there was no bedding on any bed that we saw ever.
And if there was, it wasn't worth bringing back.
Wait a second. This is actually
it's still being washed in the creek.
The creek.
There we go. That is not right. He's old. But you had spoken to Malaga about possibly putting her name into the position for council. So I guess, do you want to go to the inn? What do you guys want to do?
Do we need a rest?
Yes.
That's a fair point. You guys want to go have a rest?
We can always use rest.
Yeah, sure. Let's go rest.
Yeah,
And you also have ears to pass into someone,
Yes.
I believe, do you not?
Yeah, that's what I was asking about the knights. They were in the middle encampment on the right. Yeah.
Yes, I missed that. My apologies. I knew you'd asked about the knights. I just didn't put two and two together.
Right.
The goblins.
But as I knew they were the ones
What?
that had a reward for the heads of the humans and the ears of the goblins. So we wanted to turn those in, which is why I asked who took the prisoner. Because if the knights don't have the prisoner, then we don't get a reward for that head.
Still attached.
Oh, sorry, not the prisoners. The prisoner is still with you. The actual people,
Okay.
the lost village. Sorry, the village people that had been like wounded and stuff. Those are the people that have wandered off. You still have your prisoner.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I say we get rid of the prisoner first. Let's get then we can take a rest.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So let's head to where's the pinger? This over here, right?
Oh, 1 second.
It was this tent. Ping 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 ping
ping ping ping. Great. Yes. Okay. So you are going to talk. Shit. Yes, you're going to talk to Huberg Greyborn, and you guys should have a picture up on your screen. You can see his face. Well met. How did you make out? Did you find our goblin friends?
We need to move our tokens, right? Tokens.
No, well, I mean, you can if you want. I mean, I was using it as a point of reference is all.
Okay.
I mean, feel free to do so if you wish, but I know where you guys are at.
Right. Sorry, what did he say?
Oh, he just greeted you and said, like, how did you make out in your travels? Did you find the goblins and the,
Yes.
Do you have any information about the fort?
We defeated many goblins and found the humanoids you told us about.
Excellent.
And I unload the heads that I'm carrying. I don't know if I don't think I'm carrying any of the ears. Somebody else is doing that, right?
I'm not sure who's handling the ears. Maybe Tuki? I mean, it's not super important. As long as you guys understand and you give up the ears. I'm assuming you're not hoarding ears just for no reason.
No, definitely.
No.
Yeah.
Tuki doesn't want.
Okay. So you spill the ears and the heads out onto, we'll say, his table, and he kind of withdraws. He's kind of like, and kind of like, oh, and then looks at these and is like, these were not exactly the faces I would have thought to be these evildoers. And then he sees the white, and he's like, great. Good Lord, what the hell is that?
It's a white.
This is one of these creatures you were we asked you to get. Let me see.
It was. This was an undead fiend that we defeated.
Very good. Let me get your reward for you. And then he wanders off to get your reward.
Hey. Nice to get rid of those, I bet.
There we go. Now. Oh, there we go. Revenge.
Revenge.
There we go. Let me see. What did he promise you guys again?
Like 2,500 gold.
Million.
Yes. So, what did we agree upon? 10 goals, I believe, for every pair of ears and 20 for the heads. And then he kind of like takes his coins out one by one, kind of like counts them out. And then he goes, 1 second. Prepare. Huh, that's interesting. Here we are. And doles it out. So if you guys want to add whatever the count of years you guys have, plus the plus you have prisoner as well. So do you want to hand over your prisoner to us?
Yes, take it.
Okay.
You don't need him anymore.
It's all yours.
We will find out information.
You might make a good cook.
But I don't know if anybody wants to add that to your party pool, or what you guys are doing to book the gold. But go ahead and do
think you
so.
have to add that to our party pool.
Oh shit! Do I?
That's
Yeah,
your
we can't.
job.
Folks.
We can't edit the party. The party inventory is not editable by us for some
That's the
reason.
one.
Want it to be.
Okay. I apologize. Somebody want to do the math for me really quickly, and I'll pop that in. What does that work out to be?
What is the how many ears do we have?
Somebody has notes in here. I think
There's two notes. So we have
Ashley. Laura and you actually both have notes.
So 10 winter goblins. So I would assume that would be 20 ears.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then 3 winter goblin ears. Yeah. So 3 more sets of ears, pairs of ears, whatever. Sorry, there's more. There's 2 notes here. So it says 10 winter goblins, 3 winter hobgoblins. So those I think are all ears. So 26. And then 3 winter hobgoblin pairs. So another 6 ears. And then 4 winter goblin pairs. It's another 8. And those are at 5 gold.
Those are 5 or 10 gold?
I have 5 gold per pair of goblin ears. So
5 per
sorry.
pair.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So then it's only 20.
It's a half.
20 pairs.
Sorry.
Were you trying to save some weight by only carrying 1 ear from each?
1 ear. Womp womp. 0.
I've been encumbered by goblin ear.
Yeah.
And then
That sounds like something we would do, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think our notes, the notes that we have only show the white dragon head.
There wasn't any sort of reward for the white dragon head. I think you guys just took it.
Okay.
Somebody just wanted it.
We better get it.
I guess so.
Reward,
But
right?
I don't actually. I know we did bring at least 1 head back, but I don't. There's nothing in the notes about heads.
And then there was the undead dude. So
I was carrying the actual heads of the humanoids. I got that covered. That's why I had them.
Oh,
but I
you
wasn't
have the notes on
managing
those.
ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
it's
have
just
the heads.
20 gold per head, humanoid and white.
How
Yeah.
many heads do you have?
Right.
You guys, technically speaking, have all 3
3
heads, so that's fine. Just one head happens to be on one of your prisoners.
Yeah.
Fair. Very fair. It didn't say.
And I think, if I may say so, you guys chose wisely in taking a prisoner, because then you can possibly find out more information.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
It was on purpose.
Wait, can I barter? Hold on.
You can try, sure.
Let me check to see if I have skills for that.
Ashley, I don't know if it's just me, but you're a little quiet.
Am I? I'm like breathing into my mic. Hold on. Let me see if I
Right.
can.
I mean, it could be me. I could, you know what I mean? Maybe I need to adjust something on my end.
Is this
She's a little bit quiet. It sounds normal to me.
Yeah. So it could just be me.
I'll just stay.
Hang tight.
I'll just be
Let me
like
disconnect it from Discord, and I'll join you guys again. Just hang tight.
It's
Okay.
probably just me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Try
It
now.
could be a little bit of both.
La la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm just.
I may ask you to
feel
repeat
really
yourself is
almost
all.
today. It's cool.
To me, you're quieter than everybody else, but it's not too quiet. I don't have a problem with it. But that's
Hold on.
also why I play with headphones, because the variance in volume is so different for everybody here.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
I've already got her user volume all the way up to like 182%. So I was like, I'm hoping it never corrects itself, and all of a sudden I get my earphones blown out. The
Well,
next time I talk.
Oh, I know.
We could
That
turn up the
happens
gain on
all
her
the time.
microphone. So
sorry,
she can get louder. We can turn up the gain on her microphone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe just I don't know, just a little bit, maybe, if you can. I mean,
Great.
as long, I mean, depends. Like, if everybody else is okay, it's just me. Then, I mean, don't worry about it. I'll just might have to ask.
I think I have her
repeat
maxed
herself
out.
occasionally. Do you? Like, you sound fine,
pretty
Kevin.
much.
Yeah.
How about now?
Weird. Yeah, that's better.
That's better?
Yeah, that's actually a lot better.
Mm.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sure.
All right.
It was funny while Laura was doing math, Ashley was also talking the whole time, and it was just like just hearing them both try to do the same math.
I'm not very math strong, okay?
Neither am I.
No,
It might
neither am
take
I.
us both.
It's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, Tuki would like to ask for an extra 5 gold because the one dude comes whole, so you can interrogate him if you want.
Sure. Make a persuasion check for me.
Yes.
Or intimidation, however you want to approach it, really. I mean,
one head with extra parts.
Well, I'm higher on intimidation, but do I want to intimidate
2
the guy?
years.
yeah, I mean, really.
You could use intimidation to be like, well, if you just wanted the head, we can deal with that. We could give you that right now.
Yeah. Tuki will be like, well, if you only want the head, we can kill him now.
Oh yeah. He
5 gold because he's still alive.
He hears your request. He kind of like looks up and down and kind of like gives you a nod of approval. Like he respects a show of strength, being a soldier himself. Yes. He's like, very well. We can definitely do that. An extra 5 is not going to break the bank, and he kind of pulls out an extra 5 gold pieces.
He just nods.
So how many heads did you guys get? Like, did somebody do the math in total, or because I got counts, but I didn't get like somebody doing the actual math?
So it'd
many
be
ears?
165 gold.
Sorry, Ashley, what was it?
165 gold.
165. Okay, perfect.
It's 100 for the ears, and then it's 60 for the heads, and then I requested an extra 5 because the one is attached to a body still.
Right. Sorry, what was the number again?
165.
165. Thank you. And that was including the extra 5 you asked for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm just going to do the math here. I want to make sure I just don't blow away your current amount and be like, you guys have no gold anymore. Yeah,
No, we would
plus 165.
We worked hard for this.
Plus 60. So you guys should have, if my math's correct, I'm using a calculator, should have 513 party gold right now. I will change the amount. Wait, there we go.
Time to get drunk.
That's pretty good.
513. There we go. And that should be updated in the party sheet now. I don't know, it may take a second to like refresh.
Oh.
Party sheet.
I see 513.
There we go.
Nice.
Perfect. Actually, I'm going to bookmark that in my little tab down below as well. I always have to remember where to dig for that. I'm like, where the hell did that go?
May want to think about while we're in town changing out some of our money. I'm just noticing we have
we have a lot of copper.
5,600 if my eyes are seeing right, copper, and we have a lot of silver.
Yeah. I mean, you probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Store that's like 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, we can only pay in copper now. It's our only currency.
So if you say that in front of Huber, he recommends you go see the jeweler. He would probably have the most coffers. Where he deals in jewelry, he may have smaller bits, like smaller denominations.
Yeah, minor thing to do, but just if we think to do it.
We're not really worried about encumbrance, but if you guys definitely want to convert that, that's fine. You can do that.
Oh yeah.
Start throwing around like copper at these people, and they'll just freak out.
We just like dump it, like, oh, I don't want this. They're just like. So where is the jeweler?
He is. If you look at your map.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Let me find him as well.
Blue building.
He definitely is one of the blue buildings. Where is he? I think he's right beside. It's all that glitters. So 1 second. It is over here. Oh shit! I'm not pinging. I'm targeting.
Oh.
Over here. This guy right over here.
Okay.
What's this one?
Yep.
That wasn't the stable?
The stable?
Oh, I'm thinking of a different campaign. Sorry.
No worries. No, it's definitely. I appreciate that because I've got a couple on the run. That's why sometimes I have to refer to you guys. I'm like, what did I tell you?
No, I instantly brought back to our Saturday with the horses. And yeah, sorry. It's like, wait, isn't there a stable? Wait a minute.
It's all good. So that he says you can go talk to Elred over at All That Glitters. He probably has a smaller denomination.
Tuki like glitter.
That's fine, Tuki.
Rude. I don't like his attitude.
Kind of like looks at Hurricane and looks at Winter and Melvin and kind of like confused and wanting kind of an explanation. It's like, our business here is done. If you have any, do you need anything else from me?
Is this a like long-standing offer? Like if we go off and we find more, do you want more or?
Definitely, it's good for the morale of the troops if you can find more.
Ears
definitely
and heads.
Report. Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Perfect.
the heads you won't find because the heads were just for the three.
The heads were for specific individuals.
Specific.
But
if we find more heads,
yeah, exactly.
If we were to visit a necromancer, okay, but the ear thing is still standing. Yeah. Okay, cool.
How do you know this gnome isn't a hydra?
All right. So, where would you guys like to go next?
I guess now we should rest.
Who did you guys mention it to, by the way? You guys just like shouted something out in one of the refugee camps about the food. Am I wrong?
We just asked
before we left.
Yeah.
We told them about the meat shed. Yeah. So
but who's them?
We assumed that some riot occurred. We told some kids about it, and then we assumed that word would spread, right?
Yeah, because kids.
So, with that being said, before you leave, Hubert, he goes, "Oh, by the way, there seems to be, due to some unforeseen events," and he kind of like smirks a little bit under his, like you can kind of tell he's not shy about his, being pleased with it. There happens to be another chair opening for the council member. We've Kolanis been exiled from Tomar's Crossing for his offenses against the populace here. So not only is there the regular election happening, there's actually an empty seat as of right now.
Ooh, me! I want to run.
Oh God!
Oh well, you can
definitely.
We could campaign for her.
Go to the.
Sure. Imagine this campaign.
If you wish to put in your hat to get voted into the council, talk to the council members. I'm sure with your current deeds, I'm also going for council. I think we've got other representatives of the other refugee camps as well. So, but I would definitely endorse you based on what you've done so far for us.
Wonderful.
So write that down someplace.
I will discuss with the rest of the council.
Yeah, write down that you've got his endorsement.
Yeah, sorry. What was this guy's name?
I'll write it down in the chat again. It is Huberg. One second. What is his?
Humbert. Represent.
Humbert.
Well, if they like that food, just wait till they hear about the rest of it.
Huberg Greyborn of Fort Icewind. Sorry, Fort Icewind. Not Swindale. That is something else. I'll put that in. I'll just put it in the chat, and you guys can put in your notes.
Yeah.
Leader of Fort Icewind.
Okay.
I guess here I'll actually edit that so it makes a little more sense. It's not just leader; he's a refugee leader. There. And that's in Discord under Demonplague.
Got it. Okay.
And you have my thanks for helping out as well, because this obviously doesn't just feed the common folks here, the civilians. It helps feed the troops. So you have my appreciation.
Yeah, we did find a significant additional store of food in Fort Frostfell. Where would be the best place? Is there a common pantry that everyone is sharing from now that this has been resolved, or who could we entrust to distribute this food?
I would speak to one of the council members, probably Kadra, or possibly Bajalian or Palmine.
Okay.
I don't know if Tuki can say peas. Flips.
So for the meantime, he says, as far as he knows, they've repurposed Colinus's home, the old log cabin. After we cleaned it up, it was. I understand it was quite the mess. Quite frankly, we're probably best to be rid of him. I can't believe he was the one that was providing some of the meat to this area anyway. No. So, what would you like to do now?
I think we rest first, and then we go to the glitter place to exchange our monies, and then we go see about Hurricane's campaign.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and then when we talk to the council members about my campaign, we'll also talk about distributing the food and maybe organizing a party to go retrieve the rest of it. Yeah, that'll be part of my campaign.
Yeah,
sure.
Feed the people.
Well, and I think that's a really good point. Is like that'll be a feather in our cap early out the gate, and then we don't give anybody else the opportunity to claim it as their good deed.
Indeed.
Okay, so rest and then jeweler is the first
so
actions.
You guys go to the Weary Traveler as well, and you meet up with Malaga. She goes, well met. Thank you again for the food. Please feel free to again camp in your same spot. You haven't found any cots for us, have you?
Unfortunately,
No bedding.
Everything broken at Castle.
What castle is this now?
Fort Frostfell.
Oh, that old thing. What was up there?
That's where we were.
Dragon.
Goblins and ghosts.
Oh,
Dragon.
Ghosts. That's
ghosts and goblins, if you will.
Ghouls. Oh my. Sorry.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my god.
All right. So she said, I think the last time it was 1 gold piece per night for the extra special quiet version of the inn.
Yeah.
So I don't know if are you taking from the party fund, or you're taking that from individual purses?
Party fund.
Party fund. Okay. I don't know if you guys. I've seen you guys can't alter it to take money out, so I will take care of that, I guess.
Nope. You are the accountant.
Now you're down to 512.
Like
Okay. So, you guys bed down for the night? Is there anything you want to do before you go to sleep? Kevin, I assume you will probably want to identify a couple of his items, do you?
Yeah, whatever we need.
So you have some sort of a salve and some sort of a potion. I think the rest of you guys have it all identified.
I think some of it came in as identified, and we still need to go through the actions of actually identifying it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember now.
Because I feel like I'm trying to, again, remember between the different campaigns and stuff. Because I don't see anything in here. Because I want to say you guys had found, like, a weapon or something, but was it on somebody else's person, maybe? Like, it's not in the party fund. I feel like maybe... Do you guys have any magic items that need to be, like, that are in your inventory that need to be identified? Or did you already take up to using them, or... Okay.
From what I understand, it's just that potion that we think is just a normal healing potion anyway, because it's like contains bright red liquid. Okay.
Yes. So it is definitely a potion of healing. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to take off one of your potions of healing. I'm going to top it up to 2 rather than having them. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I? Oh, right here. Boop. Potion of healing. Deleted. And then potion of healing 2. There we go. And the other item, the salve you found, was actually a healing salve. So let me see.
How's that different than a potion?
Well, let me tell you. I will tell you. When you use during a short rest, it doubles the amount of hit points used to recover when expending hit dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you've got
That's
3 of
actually
those.
pretty cool.
Being like one portion gives you, again, double the amount of hit points recovered during that time when you expend your hit dice during a short rest. So I guess that thing you probably want to, I don't know, if you guys want to mark it down someplace or remember that, because I feel like that would probably be a pretty decent little pick-me-up. Maybe more so probably for Hurricane than the rest of you, but anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, make a note of what the
guys.
healing salve does, you said?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just the fact you have them on, you guys have them, and what they do. I mean, if you actually look at them, do you guys, one second, let me see. Can you actually look at the properties? Laura, bring up your
properties.
Which one? This one? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so if you click on the dragon head. Sorry, guys, I wandered away from the mic. If you click on the dragon head of the items, they'll give a little more of a descriptor of what that item does. So the healing salve actually has a note in there that what it does.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I would say probably the same thing goes for anything in this list that you'd click on it. If it's got any sort of a description, it'll tell you, and it'll give you kind of roughly what the value is.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so you got that.
Even the Horland spellbook has all the spells in it that can be copied.
Hey, nice.
Maybe Melvin wants to transcribe some of those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had to have a spell book. I just need gold and time, I think, right?
That's right. I'm not sure. I can't honestly say I remember. I feel like it's a certain amount of time per level, isn't it? Like
yeah,
the higher the
it's
level,
time
the
per
more
spell
time you
level.
need to do it.
Yeah,
and gold, obviously, to go along with it. So, I think you guys are probably, I don't know, without knowing exactly what he has in there. I think he's got up to level 2 or 3 spells. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like quick notes versus telling you what level they are. Somebody needs to calm down those seagulls. You see them squawk in the background? If you were listening to the background sound, you would hear them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anyway, so other than that, you guys successfully have a long rest. I assume you guys are going for a long rest versus a short one.
Oh, yes.
So feel free to cure all your wounds, take back your spell slots, etc., etc. And I guess Melvin, figure out how long it would take you if you can transcribe what you need out of there, and then again figure out the gold and stuff, and then we can adjust that according to the party sheet.
Yeah. I just found the rule that says you need 2 hours and 50 gold per spell level that you're transcribing.
I wondered about that.
You can transcribe out of a spell book with no DC check. You can also transcribe spells with a DC plus spell level check, but if you fail, the scroll's destroyed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you guys have a couple scrolls in your inventory as well, don't you?
Yeah, it just depends on what Melvin wants in his book. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Or do you have any scrolls? I thought you had.
I don't know. I thought we did too, but not like anybody but us. Anybody but Melvin can use them. So.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's just a shield scroll,
actually,
and I think he has that in his maybe in this list. I don't know.
But Winter could probably use some of those scrolls.
Probably not a bad idea, really. I mean,
anything that gives Winter a little more versatility. I mean, Winter's sort of a jack of all trades to begin with, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it's nice to give her more options. So I think scrolls are a good way to do that.
So I think those are the 4 spells in the book that I'd probably try to learn.
Okay. Do you have enough time to do it in the one long rest, or
would I?
Yeah. What level are they?
I need like 4 hours to actually rest in the long rest.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of assume that it's like a long rest doesn't necessarily mean. I don't know. I'd have to look that up, man. I don't know off the top of my head.
Because that right there is I think. What is rope trick again? Sorry, is that a level 1 spell?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel it's one or two maybe maximum because it's kind of like utilitarian.
It could be 2. It's definitely not a level 3 spell. You're not gonna. That's not gonna compete with Fireball.
No. Rope trick.
Rope trick, I think, is where you create like a space that you can climb into.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a second level spell. It's a second.
Yeah.
You make a rope go up into the air, and then 50 feet above your position is a extra dimensional pocket that you can hide in.
Yeah. Don't forget your powdered corn extract. By
Yes,
the way.
I'd be trying to learn a cantrip, 2 level 1 spells, and then 1 level 2 spell.
So cantrips count as half of a level 1 spell for the purposes of time and money calculation.
So let's just say if you need 2 hours per skull level, I feel like a long rest should be a full long rest, but I would say maybe half the time used for that could be used, or maybe like 3/4 of the time until I read up otherwise.
He's picking 4. Why doesn't he do 2 this time and then 2 the next time we long rest, and then?
Well, that's what I'm kind of trying to get at. So he
covers.
actually does get a proper rest, and I mean, you guys can stay in town for as long as you want to complete this too. I mean, I guess really, there's a thing.
We're gonna long rest again, but we're gonna long rest again before we leave town, so that'll be fine.
Oh, I also get half time on a Thunderwave.
Oh, right, because your school class, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, your school of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's important to know too.
But you're a specialist.
Well, I think every wizard has they specialize in some school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that's how wizards work in 5th edition. That's cool.
Yeah, they usually tend to. I don't think you can be a general wizard.
Well, the magic school specialization has existed in all versions of D&D, but they were kind of weak, even up to 3rd edition. They tried different ways to make them strong, but they always were it wasn't worth it to when you're as a regular adventurer. They made really interesting NPCs, but it wasn't worth it for adventurers.
Yeah. If I recommend you check them out because they're interesting now. At least I think they are.
Yeah.
So I think you do have to choose a specialization, and then on top of it, again, like any class archetype, 2nd level, 4th level, 6th level, etc. They get some sort of speciality along with. They tend to absorb the magic of their preference quicker. Like Kevin was saying,
right.
So
that makes
if it's
sense.
divination or whatever, right? So yeah.
Yep,
they're definitely a lot cooler than they were. So let me see. So you guys successfully do your long rest. What would you guys like to do now? Oh, and you guys want to convert that money. Unless you guys really want to RP that, just convert the money. I would say that he probably wouldn't take all of the Carperon because he's kind of you know what I mean? He would convert some of that, or he would say one. You could. he would probably try to convert. He would probably try to convince you to buy gems in his store or jewelry in lieu of just taking this straight cash because he actually doesn't want to sell stuff. So. You guys can make a persuasion check if you'd like.
How about intimidation? Take the money.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Fucking take it. That's more money.
Let me see. Yes, I would say 16 would. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pushing random buttons. I'm trying to figure out how to restore my hit dice from a long rest.
Like that. What are you doing?
Did you die?
My hit dice says I have 2 hit dice, and I don't know how to change it back to 5.
Oh yeah. There's something weird in here. I think you just right click on your picture, and there's a rest button, and there's a long rest and a short rest. I assume you tried that.
I don't.
If you're in your character sheet,
right click on.
You're talking about your character sheet inside Fantasy Grounds, or? Okay, so if you open up your character sheet, look at your actual. I think you right click anywhere in your character sheet. There'll be 3 icons. One looks like a lock with an eyeball in it, and then if you hover over top, it says rest. in there, there'll be like a cone and a circle. One represents a short rest, one represents a long rest. And that should give you back your...
Right clicking on my character sheet, I have an export record, close window, and minimize buttons.
Oh, maybe I have to do it then. Let me do it for you, my friend. Long rest. You're taking a long rest.
Yeah.
How many hit dice would you have total? You'd have... And you'd only get
I'd have
2 back
5,
because...
but I had 2 at the point. Yeah, so 4 is what I should have now. That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
That should be accurate then. Does anybody else need me to do that for them, or are you guys good? I think... Yeah, I was going to say, I think Melvin is fine.
I think.
I'm assuming you guys aren't tracking your actual spell slots anyway. Tuki's not used hers up, so she's fine. And I think you, actually, Laura, you need your long rest done to get back those hit dice, at least within here.
Oh, the hit dice. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there we go. You should have 4 hit dice now.
Yes,
Again,
I do.
if you guys wanted.
The both death 11s.
Did you? Why are you dead, Melvin?
I'm trying to
come back.
My hit dice on the fantasy ground says 4. I think it should be 5.
Well, you wouldn't get maximum hit dice back, right? You'd only get like, this is something that I think has always been misconstrued. I think we found it out recently that you'd only get a certain amount.
You only get half back. Yeah, but I only used 1 hit dice.
You get half back. Yeah. As level 5 characters, we get 2 hit dice back per long rest. So
right, yeah, exactly. So I guess how many did you use up before, Kevin?
Just 1.
You said you only used 1? Oh, so you should have maximum then, right? When you do a long rest.
I'm just wondering how to change. There you go. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, see, I don't think you can do it. I think for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do it, but I guess it's to control people from willy-nilly, like, just like...
resetting their long rest. Yeah, resetting their hit points when they feel like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in and do it for everybody just to make sure. Rest. Melvin, I think... Because you said you're gonna rest probably twice anyway, right?
Sure.
You might as well.
I mean,
you might as well, Kevin.
I kind of just hang around. Yeah, while you guys are going out doing stuff, I'll just hang around a little more and learn spells.
There, you guys are all reset.
Well, you were studying the blade. Sorry.
I merely adopted it. Anyway, so you guys rest, and Melvin, figure out your spell list, I guess. And then besides that, so what I will say as far as talking to Elred, he will convert a portion of your copper because he doesn't want to be stuck with it either. Because they don't actually get that many people out there. Although it's probably a little more useful in town here versus full-on gold. He will take out half of what you guys have in copper and exchange it in for your probably gold or silver. So your choice.
What did I intimidate him for?
No, that's him being intimidated. Because otherwise he would say, no, you have to buy jewelry and shit from him.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So let me see. I'm gonna do that. Actually, considering you guys solved the mystery of his like missing apprentice, he'll take it like 75% of your copper, just to be kind.
It's awfully heavy,
so
sir.
Let's take that.
Just a woman.
Silver too. He can just give us gold.
So that would be 4,227. And I think gold that's just a digit up or down, isn't it? Like 10 coppers, 1 silver, and then so that's 2-digit points, right?
So
that's just like 42 gold, basically. We'll say 43.
Sad.
43 plus. And we're going to say you stayed an extra night, so you have 511 now for gold. So you have 554 now. 554.
I feel like that's been a weight off our shoulders.
And then stop. No. Hit the wrong button. I multiplied everything. Stop.
We'll accept it.
Times 5. So you guys should now have around 14,000. 1,400.
Aww.
Copper pieces.
No bank error in our favor. All right.
There you go.
I see.
And then he takes off 4 gold pieces for the conversion because he's a banky type. That's how he rolls.
See.
I see
But doing business
1,400
with
in
you.
copper, not in gold.
Well, no, he doesn't have that because he's converted the copper you guys gave him into gold pieces.
Oh,
So you guys no longer have that copper because you've given it to him in conversion for gold.
Yeah, but our
Right?
gold pieces still says 550.
Oh, it should update. Just give it a second. Like what I see here now, it says 1409.
I see that in
Maybe-
copper.
Sorry. So what do you see in gold?
We close and
550.
refresh the window.
Because your gold should be 550. 550 gold. That's what
I
you
thought
should
you
have now.
said the gold was 1,400.
No. See, that was me speaking. You have that much in copper. Yeah, copper is like, again, 10 copper is 1 silver, 10
Right.
silver is 1 gold. So you have to move the
Right.
digit over
Even
just 2
further.
points for whatever it
It's
was.
100 copper for 1 gold.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's all good.
They're-
No,
I
it's
cheated in
like-
math.
It's
Exactly,
literally
exactly.
pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
So we have 1,400 copper, which is literally just 14 gold. Like,
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
you cannot even buy a longsword with that pile of cash.
But it was a weight off, which is
You'd
You'd have to pay
good.
like probably 100 copper pieces just to buy a decent meal in town type thing.
Yeah.
I may be wrong about that. Okay, so you guys have converted your gold. You've rested. I see little
Oh my gosh.
ants on my screen moving around, so everybody's clearly happy. Where do you guys want to go now?
We did the jewelry. We did the jeweler now. So now we're gonna go talk to the counselor.
Okay.
And they're not like holding audience, so we have to go talk to them individually, right?
Yeah, so what you can do is you can go see one of them and then they can kind of like get together as a group to speak to you more about the topic.
Okay.
We can ask them to
I'm not gonna make you guys jog around from point A to point B. Just
Thank you.
Like it's a hamlet. It's not like a major metropolitan area. It's like, come see me on my castle. Now go to this castle.
3 days trek.
Like somebody just opens a window. Hey Bob! What? Come on up. We're talking.
Bajillion.
Apparently from Jersey. You're welcome.
Yeah, but Jillian.
We're talking here.
We're talking here.
Jillian lives in this one, right? No, wait.
No, that is Palmine. Sandalwood. Yes, that's
This
him
is
there.
Jillian. I was like, he's in one of these bottom ones.
That's right. What can I do for you?
Oh, is he talking to me?
Well, whoever comes in the door. I don't
Oh
know. Maybe.
no.
I didn't
Yes.
know
Be
it
the
was
mouthpiece.
This is what you get for knocking on that
Hello.
window.
So when you
peeping
go over,
through.
he's just sitting on a rocking chair outside his building. He kind of like
Okay.
sees you approach.
We wish to speak with the town council.
On what matters, my good man?
I have 2 matters to discuss. One is I hear that there is an open seat, and I would like to put my name on the ballot. What is the process to do such? And second, we have recently come upon a large stash of food supplies in Fort Frostfell that we would like help distributing to the refugees.
Let me gather the council. We'll speak of this more. So he like basically calls over to
He opens the window. and calls
Palmine.
for Bob.
He basically just like, Palmine, come on over. Kedger's actually a little bit further away, so he just sends a messenger over. And all 3 of them now meet. He's just regarding the empty chair of Colinus.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what I'll do, Isaac, I'll get you to make a persuasion check or some other sort of social check to see if you can convince the council to let you, with
Okay.
factors. Now, how do you want to spin this? Because you've done tasks for the actual crossing that would be seen as like major political wins. And keep in mind, you have Huberg for that's endorsed you. Malga probably would endorse you as well, even though she's going for a chair. But now again, it's kind of a big, toss up in the air.
Right.
So how do you want to approach that?
Well, I think let's see. I want to run a campaign based on like taking care of everybody in the town and using some of my accomplishments as a promise that more of the same will continue as needed. Is that what you're asking, or are you asking how do we convince the council to let me on the ballot? Or
Yeah,
that's the same
exactly.
thing?
Like how do you want to broach being put on the council? Like name your what you think would work, and I will give you I will tell you
Right.
based on what to roll, or
Yeah.
exactly. Like I'll figure out like a DC level in my
So
head.
okay,
We'll roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
clearly, this town has had some political troubles with the consular that's been exiled, and we're in need of some strong leadership, which I believe I can provide. Nothing against the three of you. Uh, this is I'm stepping up to help the people that I see in need and the skills that I can provide to offer safety and shelter.
I'll kind of like think about this. Tell me more of these quests, these deeds you have done.
When we first arrived here, we saw that there was great suffering among the refugees, and we discovered and exposed the food hoarding that was going on, so that they would not need to continue in that state. We also have identified the threat of the winter goblins that are roaming the area and are in process in taking them down and reducing their power in this valley.
Very good. We will confer. One moment. So what I'll do is I'll get you to make. How do you want to approach the actual? Just like, do you want to do a persuasion check, or would you like to do some sort of other? I'll give it to you, your choice.
I only have as far as charisma skills go, I only have a bonus to intimidation, and that doesn't seem appropriate. So I'll take persuasion and go with whatever happens.
Well, your character's. One second. Let me take a look at your character, because this is the way I would approach it. Let me see. I mean, your character's wise. You can make a wisdom check versus like showing that you're a wiser person than they are, for example. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I see.
I've got years of experience. You know what I mean? Like being a wizened monk or what have you. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to you couldn't use like a physical attribute, I wouldn't think. But you
no, I see what you mean.
You could do like a handstand while making this thing, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're so impressive." You know, like I don't know.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Like
and again, I don't have any wisdom based skills either. But my best what do you call it? My best attribute is wisdom. So an untrained wisdom check would be would give me the highest bonus out of the available options.
Yeah. And you've got like a pretty high survival check. I wouldn't say you'd make a survival, but you could use that as kind of like a precursor to say, like, listen, I know how to survive on my own. You guys clearly don't have these abilities to, that's what I'm kind of getting at.
Show them how well you can start a campfire. That's what I think of every time they say survival.
Well, I mean, that's a big part of it, but I guess that's kind of what I'm alluding to, is that like clearly life in this valley has changed in a significant way, and we're here to help. So I want to continue doing that, and I think being in a leadership position can accelerate the change.
Okay. Does anybody want to help Hurricane with his argument?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
My campaign speech.
Exactly.
I think so.
We're just clapping and nodding behind him like you see in the other campaign.
Well, that's all good.
We're very supportive of his career aspirations.
Isaac, I'll get you to make a roll. and I've got a specific difficulty in mind that I'll say whether you pass or fail. Please go ahead and do so. And you would do it with advantage because you're being helped, right?
Okay, help gives advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's just I'll just roll the wisdom, or did you want me to roll survival?
I mean, if that's your part of your argument, is the fact that you're trying to do that. Yeah, use survival. That's fine for the argument. I would say that to me that's valid, even though technically speaking it's not like a social skill, but I think it makes sense in this.
It does because I mean this is the skill that I'm bringing to the town here.
Right.
That's fair.
And you're showing your like.
Nope.
Yeah. Did you just get the same number twice?
No, I got a 14 and a 19.
Okay, perfect. So.
Or wait, no, I got a 4. Sorry, I rolled a 6 and a 14, and it added up to 19. That's what it did.
Right. Yeah. So Bajalian kind of looks at you and goes, I am a man who has seen many wars. I've seen soldiers succumb to diseases, to starvation. So I know of these things what you speak of. We have spoken and we agree that you can be on the ballot based on these feats you've performed for the crossing. We will put you on the ballot, but it is up to the citizens to make the vote, to vote you in. So you're okay to be in the volley of like all the other candidates. And when the time comes to actually do the vote count, you'll have to do some sort of like canvassing or that kind of thing. Like you've already seen other people you've talked to, they're canvassing. But now that you've done this, you weren't actually on the list. Now you're on the list because they've agreed based on what you've presented. Yeah. And he kind of brings up the point that now that we've lost Scolinus was our hunter-gatherer. We no longer have these skills amongst us in the crossing. Your skills would be definitely worthwhile having around. So please put your name on the ballot and we will give you our consideration during the time of the vote.
Awesome.
So well done.
Thank you for your support. I will not let you down. I will campaign among the people and we will see who may the best man win.
Indeed. And with that, he make an insight check.
Insight.
Or whoever wants to make an insight check.
Wow.
Well done. So you kind of like that last statement you say, he kind of he like has just like a slight micro expression that he's kind of taken notice of that, and he may appear just a touch concerned, as in like you're not just some run-of-the-mill person coming in, that you possibly could be vying for his position in the council.
Oh no.
That kind of thing. Like, I mean, I'm obviously giving you a lot with that micro expression. But you can kind of sense that it's like so he's somewhat worried.
He's threatened. He's threatened by my by my ambition.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So now that you've done this, what would you like to do? You do know that there is Marhong, the other fortress, and there are other people in town that you've not spoken to yet.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, I'm not as much as I want this. The priority is the dangers of the valley. So we'll definitely focus on that as much as we can, and I need to know the timeline for the campaign. We'll try to fit that here. I'll do some campaigning while we're in town now, but then we do need to prepare to head out to the other fortress. And maybe that can be part of my campaign. That's where I'm going, and I'll be back with more treasure.
Did we also think about going back to get the food at the?
Oh yeah, that was the other thing we needed to talk to the council about. I wanted to arrange a party
get like a cart and horse or something.
Now that area is clear and safe, we can send somebody out there to retrieve the rest of the food.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
If you say that in front of him, Bajalian kind of says, You may wish to speak to the Safe Harbor refugee camp. They have many resources and people in far better condition than some of the other resources that we have here to help you with this task. With the understanding that you wouldn't be doing it specifically, but you can kind of like guide them to go to the fort, pick up the supplies, and then shuttle them back here to the crossing.
Okay. I will do that. I will arrange that, and everyone can benefit from the new supplies.
Excellent. Good work, my man. My man. I don't know.
And the Safe Harbor is the southeastern camp.
That's correct. It's essentially the biggest camp of the area.
Yeah, the lower one with the bigger buildings.
Yes. So over here.
Yeah.
You can see the ping there down
now.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can't remember. Have you guys been down there yet?
I'm pretty sure we.
I don't think
Have
so.
you?
We were in the one right north, the one right north of it with the smaller buildings. We were in that one, but I don't think we were in this lower one.
Right.
Okay. Was this one, right?
Yeah. So
I don't
sorry,
think we went
meat
past
shed.
it.
Yes, that's the meat shed, Ashley. That's correct. Yeah.
No,
that's right.
I don't think we did. No.
So the actual, it's kind of, it's not entirely clear. I think maybe based on the map, but it's like the Safe Harbor refugee camp is actually 3 parts. There's here, and here. So again, it's the larger of the refugee camps.
Or maybe we did
split
go
up into
there,
3 sections.
and I think I offered some food to an old lady, and then they started following me. Was that there, or was that?
That was in the top one. That was in the north camp.
The top one here is Helmet and Sweetwater, and this one here is the one with Hewberg.
Right. We did go to this part of the camp, but we didn't go to this one or this one.
Right.
Because you did tell us that they were all refugees from the same general area, but they were like they've separated themselves along class lines or something, and we didn't spend a lot of time on that.
Right. So there's 3 sections to the Safe Harbor refugee camp. There's the regular common folk, which is here. And then again, you can kind of like as you approach the area, you can kind of see this that there's the nobles, which are much bigger tents that are down here. And then there's like kind of a makeshift fort here. That's where the Order of the Last Bastion Knights are. you can kind of tell like the doors here are like guarded by like clearly knights, and they're well equipped. Probably far cleaner than the rest of the people, being regimented kind of soldier types, right?
Okay.
Again, not to be mixed up with the Fort Icewind refugee camp to the east, I guess. Northeast, not north, but northeast here.
How are they different from the Icewind refugees?
Well, the Icewind refugee, they're a military camp versus these guys are actually knights. They're and they're from a different area of town. They're just well established. Like the guys up here in Icewindale, or in Icewindale, I keep on saying that. In the Fort Icewind, they're soldiers, but even before the flooding had happened, they were attacked by the goblins, and their numbers were decimated. They're clearly
I got it. So they're pretty defeated. They're defeated soldiers and also lower ranked in the military hierarchy.
Exactly, and they're not two of the same. Like these guys protect a different area versus the Last Bastion. Last Bastion knights are they have a specific purpose that no one's aware of yet.
They're an order of knighthood that
exactly
has their own agenda.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So with that being said, who's going where?
Yeah, I'm thinking the Last Bastion Knights might be the best place to start as far as getting some assistance in establishing a party to retrieve the food supplies.
I think
so
that's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how well they receive our proposal. There's always the possibility that they are not open to such a thing. We'll find out when we ask.
Excellent.
Go away.
Okay, one sec here. Let me bring up something interesting. Let's try this. Bear with me. All right, let's try. Perfect. This works. Just changing the audio file, guys. Sorry. So, you guys approach the area. Second. The fort, and one of the first things you hear. Bear with me here, guys. Is this gonna work? Probably not. Come on. Let's try this. Oh, sorry. That's way loud. Shit. Sorry, guys. We don't need that.
Interesting.
Yes. It's kind of taking cues from... All right. Hold on. It's from an Oriental thing, so I was like, why is there this crazy flute in the background? There seems to be a fight. I'm just going to turn that down just a touch. Oh, here we go. It's the music. Get out of here. So as you approach the fort, you see a small crowd is gathered around two men, stripped down to their leggings. One man towers over the other and has his fist up, standing defensively. He looks frightened. The other man is thin and wiry. He is dancing around and working the crowd up while hurling insults at the big man. So, that being said, would you like to intercede?
This is happening outside the gates here?
It's not outside the gates. It's kind of like in a midway point.
Okay.
Looks like there's maybe some commoners versus some nobles maybe having some sort of a row or some sort of a bet. You don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just two men, one-on-one.
I'll step into the crowd and just say, "Ho there! What goes on here?"
Oh, greetings, master. Who got the big man? His name is Craps, and he's fighting Lord Laird Salas. The fight. What?
Why?
Why? Oh, sorry. Why? Well, apparently there's something. They've made a bet. If Craps wins the fight, he earns dinner for his family. They're quite poor and starving, you see. But if Salas wins, the Lord, Craps becomes muscle and the servant for Salas, who Craps knows will mistreat him. But so that's the bet. Are you putting anything down?
That's terrible.
Would you like to make a wager?
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'd like to wager. I would like to wager all the food I have that this fight will stop right now, and he can go home and feed his family.
Oh, how much food do you have on you?
How much food do I have on me? Let's see. I am carrying a few rations. Where's my inventory? I have 11 rations.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll get you to make a persuasion check, or if you'd like to use some sort of other social to kind of represent what you're trying to do.
Can I help him?
I mean,
also
definitely, yeah.
some of my rations.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then you can have like an advantage roll.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take the advantage on the persuasion. I mean, I gotta go with the skills I have. Persuasion is persuasion, but advantage helps a lot. So there we go. Look at that.
1 second. I'm off the board. So you got rolled a 13 or?
I did. Yeah. The 13 is the final roll.
And so the man you're speaking to kind of like And Craps kind of hears this, kind of looks over and goes, kind of gives you like a dowdy expression, kind of like that. He's kind of like he gives his head a little shake, and the man you kind of asking for wages is like, it's a little bit more than that, I'm afraid, sir. That won't do the trick. And
how much food do you need to feed your family?
He's not paying attention to you. It's like he's very much concentrating on the noble in front of him. There may be more at risk here than just the fight. Than just the food, I should say. Please, sir, just let me go about my business. Everything will be fine.
You're gonna
come now, Craps. Come at me.
Come at me, bro.
And he's kind of like think Muhammad Ali type thing versus like some other person that doesn't seem to be like all that well equipped to deal with a fighter of this type. He's a lord, but he seems like he knows what he's doing in a fisticuff situation. Are you gonna watch, or are you gonna do anything else?
I say, man, is this how you recruit all of your servants?
And he goes, "No, not in this economy, my friend."
It's economy.
And you see like a couple of his like bodyguards kind of walk up and basically block any sort of intervention between the Lord and Craps as they're they're kind of getting ready to queue off.
Okay.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do, or you guys gonna just watch?
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. It's kind of
let it sort itself out.
You could pick pockets. You could throw a fireball. It's like,
oh no,
the world is your oyster.
Well,
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I mean, yeah. You guys choose some more actions. I'm going to continue to goad the Lord, so we'll continue that dialogue after you guys choose what you guys want to do. So.
Well, I don't want to hurt Hurricane's chances of getting elected.
That's a fair point.
I don't know.
To help.
Oh, I do have. I keep forgetting that.
Okay.
I'm a little charismatic.
Yeah. Let your alignment be your guide, you guys. I'm lawful good, but you guys aren't. So.
Yeah. But I was thinking I've got a +9 to performance, so I could do a little crowd speaking for you. I don't know if this is the right place for it, but for Hurricane.
Get everybody to turn on the Lord. Stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, we could try that.
I don't know.
I mean, the other side of the coin is, and I'm not a player, but
yeah.
Hurricane could take Craps' place.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm building up to that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm not saying you should do that, but I mean, like, just use your imagination, guys.
Yeah.
I could try to make it just a distraction, like make a sound of a dragon or something. Try to get him to stop fighting.
I mean, you do know what one sounds like now that we've killed one, so.
Yeah.
Just do like minor illusion.
I will say, one second. I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not. And if it's not been said, I will tell you now, because I don't think I mentioned it before. Is again, crossover of different campaigns and stuff. There are certain edicts that have been put in place because of the situation. One of them is no weapons will be weapons will be sheathed at all times in the crossing, and there's no spell casting allowed. The punishments are going to stocks or a fine. So just keep that in mind. You've been warned. That's not to say you can't cast spells, but you don't want to get caught.
They stand in front of Melvin.
Spread my wings.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah. I wish I had one of those.
I feel like I need to buy some.
Yeah, smoke bomb.
If somebody engineer some in town.
Man, I could use some of those too.
I could always hide and cast invisibility on myself and then do it.
Oh my god.
Then, but then casting the spell. Oh, I guess if it's not an attack, you can still do a minor illusion without breaking invisibility. So
Yes.
okay.
Jesus. This is so like Baldur's Gate.
So-
It's so funny. I
So
love
with
it.
that being said,
Sorry.
what would you guys like to do?
Well, I like to avoid spellcasting then, if that's the case. But that's the last resort option.
Sure.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fun wild card option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
is.
Yeah, so that's what I got. I don't know what you guys got.
So Craps is the commoner versus Lord who?
His name is Lord Laird Silas. I will put that in the chat. Hang tight. Craps is spelled with a K, just in case you wanted to know. Where is it here? One second. Lord Laird. Which is kind of redundant if you know anything about the Laird is a lord, actually. So it's like, anyway. So
Lord Laird.
Layered him on the ground.
That.
Nobles. Crap.
How big of a crowd is around us? Like, I wish we could draw.
I turn to Winter. Winter. I'm gonna continue pestering the Lord and see if I can get him to battle me instead of this commoner. See if you can work up the crowd about this not being a fair fight.
Okay. I will.
Tuki will find you a box or a bale of hay to stand on.
Find me something shiny to lure to get their
I love
attention
shiny-
with.
I'll just use my mirror to.
Do you want to just stand on my shoulders?
Also, yes.
While you're fighting?
I mean,
no.
While you're fighting.
No, I'm not gonna. I'll put you down when the fight starts. I'm just saying, for the purposes of addressing the crowd, a bard on my shoulders is a pretty
That
good
does
platform.
kind of lend a little, maybe credibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's like I shouldn't be shouting at the Lord at the same time as you're doing that, but it would definitely give you a good prominent position. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay.
I guess that counts as me helping her objective, which is riling up the crowd.
Yes, amazing.
Okay.
And then can I look around for boxes and things to stand on so we can grab more attention?
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of you're close to where the encampment is, and like everybody's in a constant like state of like unpack. So finding some sort of a crate or something like that to stand upon, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
That's true.
Then
They're
we'll
probably
bring it
everywhere.
over here.
Amazing.
Sure.
Oh,
Like I found box.
One second here. Let's bring these guys out. So, just so you guys have a point of reference.
Yeah.
Somebody do me a favor and don't move that. That's not yours to move.
my
I'm
God.
sorry.
I have been so zoomed out of this map that I didn't even know we were on it. I didn't realize we had
Somebody do me a favor and
characters.
You're the only one who hasn't moved your character at all. We've been wandering around the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
I couldn't. They're so small. I couldn't even
they're
see
super-
them.
On this map, they're like
I thought it was
puny.
just like, yeah.
They are.
I
Somebody
was
do me a favor
wondering.
and draw a circle
my
around
God.
the L for Laird
Dead.
and the other guy, which is Crabs. Please.
Draw a circle. I
Draw a
don't
circle
remember how to
how?
draw.
Oh shit.
So somebody knows how to draw circles. I don't.
There's not drawing mode. It doesn't let me do anything.
Oh no. Okay.
Did I do
Somebody's
it?
got it.
Did
think
you do
somebody
it?
did,
Did you
yeah.
do that?
Yeah, I did
You
it.
did, yeah.
I can
Perfect.
move the icon. How'd you do that?
Is that too big?
No, that's fine.
If you
That's
right
fine.
click, right click pointers, and then you can draw squares, circles, and pie shapes.
Pointers. Oh, cool. Okay, cones.
Now we all get
Now
hats.
you are playing with power.
Chooky.
So
Hats for
over here
everyone.
is the nobles.
How do I?
How do you
Delete.
what did you do?
How do you delete it?
Don't worry about it. I'm figuring it out.
It's just my petit chapeau.
Petit chapeau.
Oh dear.
All right. Let me see here.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I apparently I can move your code.
You can have it.
I
I can't figure out how to delete it.
Free to a good home.
I tried to delete the code and I deleted my map.
Oh,
Oh no.
pointers. I got it. All right, I got it. Cool. Whoa. Peoples. Those are all the nobles?
Yep.
Where
Those are nobles.
Chinese?
I would put them on a map, but I can't be asked, guys.
Winter,
So
I'm
you
going to
guys
move you
may
down
wanna-
next to the rest of us.
Okay. I don't even know where I was
So
or where
right
I
now,
am.
just to give you guys an idea of count.
There you are.
there's
Can you see
about-
yourself
Thank you.
now?
At the bottom of the
I can,
screen,
thank you. I could
Just
see
like
you
in-
guys, but
Just like in the real world, there are far less nobles than there are commoners.
off with their heads.
Commoners are down here to the west. And the nobles are off to the east. And just again, they're in a circle. So, that being said, what would you guys like to do now? What's the plan of action?
Okay. I'm lifting up Winter so she can rile up the crowd about this not being a fair fight. And then I'm
Okay.
going to challenge the Lord after that.
So- Ashley, what are you going to do to rile them up? To how are you going to approach this?
I guess I can stand on the box and wave my wings around a bunch. Get the attention. I don't know
You're
what
just
else
like,
to
not
do.
fair, not fair.
Sure.
Not, yeah, I'm gonna just chant not fair.
Sure.
I'll
Okay.
say layered not fair.
I love it. I love it.
So what I'll do is I'll get you to make a persuasion check. Or do you want to make another kind of... Yes, you.
Okay.
Please.
Persuasion, sure. Oh, I was on a 20 and moved to 8. That's fine.
I would say you'd have help with... because Hurricane's trying to help you out with him being up there. So that's fine.
I'm trying to help Winter. I'm helping Winter do this.
Helping Winter, yeah.
Me instead.
I'm doing my own
Oh, I'm
thing.
sorry. I thought somebody else was being propped up. Like she was being propped up. So I misunderstood.
He's propping Winter
Winter is
up.
standing on my shoulders so she can give a
I'm
bardic
propping
speech to the
myself up
crowd.
on a tree.
Yeah.
But I think
Okay.
Tuki, you were also planning on getting up on a box and
Well, I was getting the
Yeah.
box for you so that
Oh,
that was
okay.
before
Okay.
Hurricane
Okay.
decided to put you on his shoulders. So
Yeah.
I
When
decided
when I go into the brawl, then Winter can stand on the box and call the fight.
yeah.
oh, true.
Okay.
And in this corner.
So whoever's doing the main action of trying to sway the people into convincing them that it's not a fair fight, please make a roll with advantage, as you've
Okay.
got both Tuki and Hurricane helping out.
Perfect.
Melvin,
Yeah.
you're just taking it easy, right? Okay, perfect.
Melvin's our backup plan.
Okay. Don't
I'm
make
thinking
us call
about
Melvin.
if I could just maybe get out of sight of people and just kind of do minor illusion, just stir up try to help with the stirring of the crowd.
Sure.
But-
Okay.
Every time Hurricane says
yeah.
something important, you should do like a loud crack of thunder.
What's the range of minor
Pavlov
illusion?
them.
30 feet.
Minor illusion. That is a good question.
That's not
I
a
will
big
say
range.
You can do it, but I would say based on where you're at and the sheer amount of people that are around, like if you're gonna try to do it, even if you're like ducked off to one side, near the fort, like there's a bunch of people that are watching the fort specifically. So you'd have disadvantage. You can try, but you'd have disadvantage to do so, I think.
Yeah, I'll just leave it alone then.
It's like, I mean, given the range of it as well. I mean, I guess maybe you could like hide. Maybe hide
Just
behind
get
here,
inside that box that Tuki's standing on.
maybe. Just get inside it.
Hmm.
Sorry, Kevin. You're not gonna cast that spell.
No, it's
Apparently.
It's not meant to be today.
The only spell I will permit is Fireball. That's it. There's a lot of wood around. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Anyway, okay. So make your roll.
Okay. And what did you say you want to meet? Can I do a performance or?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to do a performance to kind of like, just like, again, you're trying to rally, quote unquote, rally the troops into like, convincing them to be like, fight not fair, like a protest of sorts, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll try this. I've never done it from here before. With advantage, you said?
Yeah, because you're getting help.
Okay, that's one. I should have done it together, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. Plus 9.
You begin the process of like chanting this, and then a couple of other people, and it becomes like like this this campaign against the nobles, saying no, this isn't fair. Like just beat him. And everybody, like at least the commoners begin kind of like protesting, and the nobles are kind of like laughing about them, like like these dirty jobless. And then all of a sudden, a fight breaks out, and all of a sudden, all like at least 12 commoners come rushing forward, and then the bodyguards come rushing forward, and all of a sudden, there's like this little kind of like riot on your hands. What do you guys want to do? The Lord kind of like, he had been kind of cocky, and he's like, oh shit, get me out of here, and starts backing.
I'm going to intercept the bodyguards. I'm going to let the commoners go after the Lord, and I want to intercept the bodyguards and let the commoners go after the Lord.
Okay.
And I want to pickpocket when I have time.
All right,
Take
Ashley,
advantage of the chaos.
Your opportunity to do that is right now, before everybody kind of gets in combat. To like, give that a try.
Whoever is like the most straggler in the back, that's like panicking the most, not paying attention, just.
So you're gonna go for one of the nobles, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah,
the
girl,
rich.
get it.
Yeah. Eat the rich.
Basically.
Exactly. So I'll stealth as I like. I don't know if I can. Can I stealth?
Yeah. In this case, it's kind of like you're taking advantage of the dust up, basically, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have advantage on this for sure.
Nice.
So is it sleight of hand, or what do I got to do first?
Pickpocket. What is pickpocket? I feel like it is. I think it's a sleight of hand.
Or is it?
Try stealth first. Again, I would say you have advantage given the circumstance, though.
Oh well.
Ooh. Okay, is that with advantage, or is that your first roll?
Not. That's the first roll, because you. Oh.
There we go. Yeah.
Scared me. Too.
I will say though, Ashley, like again, given the circumstance right now, no one is paying attention to you, even though you're this little bird thing. Actually, we said you're like a medium creature. You're not little at all, are you?
I am medium.
Anyway,
yeah,
it's fine.
Like the smallest medium.
But you're like, again, you understand the psyche of your prey, basically, that you're going in, avoiding contact, going around the edges and stuff. You've done this before.
Oh yes.
So,
sleight of hand.
What did we say? I think it's sleight of hand. Just one second. It's something that honestly, like, I don't know that many people that do it. So, pickpocket. I think it's sleight of hand. So we can just go with that.
With advantage or no?
Traditionally, it's been sleight of hand.
If you.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I thought so.
I will take your word for it then.
Yeah.
Let me see. What'd you get?
They were both 3.
Oh shit!
My gosh.
Now I will say the difficulty is quite low because again, no one is paying attention to you. You're stealth.
They're concerned for themselves.
If you wanted to do it, if you wanted to do it contested against their perception with a penalty because of their distraction, you could do it that way too.
Well, that's kind of my point. Like, it's not like they've got a high perception. These are nobles. Some of them are high. Some of them are just like drunk. Some of them are just like watching the fight in general. So hey, they're not exactly. They're not.
Nine's still like, really good too.
Yeah.
Like 9 is
bad.
for rolling a 3. 9 is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. You get that big boost. So what I will say is, I'm going to get you roll on a D100, Ashley.
Okay.
Let me see.
14.
14. Okay.
My gosh.
1 second. Now roll. Roll 1d20, a d12, and 1d4. Okay, so you from one noble's pocket, you grab 7 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces, and 2 gems.
Ooh.
And the gems are 1 second.
I love this for you so much.
Items. Where do I have like my inventory? Here.
One of them is like a low.
It was.
It's like a non.
This is 5 silver. You said.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And then one gem is worth 4 gold pieces, and the other gem is worth 10. So they're both like semi-precious, that kind of thing. But just put down 2 semi-precious. Let me see.
Semi-precious gems.
Good question.
That's fine.
Yeah, just put down semi-precious. Where was it?
Oh, I can't spell.
I also cannot spell. Bleh. All right, so you've struck gold, if you will. And what is everybody else doing now?
All right,
you guys.
I'm intercepting the bodyguards, and I have a specific set of combat actions I would like to take to do this. Do we need to roll initiative, or should I just do it?
I will give you a surprise because it's kind of a. Just 1 second. Let me throw this up. Shit, where is it? I think I just had it here. So. There we go. So let's add this. Oops, where'd my tracker go? I might have duplicates. I'm not sure. There we go. So everybody that is in the melee right now has their initiative in there. The nobles look like they're going last because they're not in the right state of mind. Commoners are only slightly better, and then Craps and the Laird are kind of more in focus to do combat, so they're quite high. So everybody make an initiative check, but I will say that Hurricane, you can get a surprise round to do what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Okay. Poor Melvin.
Melvin, that was almost a 20.
You were robbed. You were robbed.
Melvin was not paying attention to when the fight was going to break out because he was still looking for a place to hide and cast a spell.
He was still stuck under the box.
Wait, what's happening?
He's like,
Melvin.
Okay.
Okay.
So. Let me know if that's too loud. I'll turn it down, guys.
Great, it's very immersive.
Okay, good. So what did you want to do, Hurricane?
Okay, so there was at least 2 bodyguards. Are there more? How many bodyguards are actually getting involved here? Can I tell yet?
Yeah, definitely. There's at least we'll say 4.
Okay.
He's kind of looks like a pompous ass, and he's got 4 guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to represent them by putting an extra couple of nobles in there, and we'll just change the name. So go ahead.
Okay, so I want to use Stunning Strike, and if all the bodyguards are close enough to each other, I will use a flurry of blows to hit them all in this surprise round. 1 each, Stunning Strike, each one.
Oh, okay.
If they're not close enough together, then I'll figure out something else. But I want to basically use Stunning Strike on as many as possible during the surprise round.
So you're going to approach the bodyguards before they get to the Lord, right?
Basically, I'm assuming the bodyguards are coming to rough up the peasants as they're chasing the Lord back into the crowd of nobles, so right?
The Lord here with the L. So let me push these guys forward. Hold on. So we actually have physical representation.
That's what I'm looking for.
These guys are like, rebel. And 1 second.
Yes, exactly.
And then we'll say like one guy down here. Oh no, he's in the wood. Fuck. Actually, why? Let me try this again. Might have been duplicate. There. Yeah. So the guys that I think they've kind of got, they're a little bit highlighted, I think.
Yep. I see him.
One's got a disc around him for some reason.
I can. Oh, that disc might be that it's his turn or something.
Oh, let me.
Okay.
No, because
I don't see it.
Oh, okay, then disregard. Don't worry about it. Where the fuck? Oh, I see. I'm like, they've actually got these guys actually on the map, and it's in a different area. So disregard that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, I think I'm going to not use Flurry of Blows. I'll just hit these 3 that I can actually reach from my current position.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'm going to do 1 strike on each and attempt a stunning strike, which I only need to use a key point if I hit. So I guess misses will be misses, but any of the hits I do is going to be a stunning strike, which will then require a saving throw from them, which I just found a thing that it is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier for stunning strike. When another creature melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to the target must succeed a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
I wondered.
I'm also choosing to deal non-lethal damage.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so for the first guy, let me target where target mode 1. Okay, first guy. And I do have to deal damage, but it's non-lethal because I said so. And then and now he makes a saving throw for my stunning strike. And deduct 1 key point.
Oh yeah, fails that.
Okay, so he is stunned, and then I'll move to the next guy with my next attack.
1 second, hang tight. For some reason, that showed up as Lord. I'm like, that's not right. I don't think it'll make a difference anyway. We'll use the same. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, perfect.
Okay, that's the next guy, and damage again, unlethal, and stunning strike on him.
Okay, 1 second. Let me do him. Yeah, there we go. He's stunned.
And my last attack on the third guy. Oof, miss. And that's it.
They're actually wearing like breastplate stuff. So
yeah, that sounds good. I just Vulcan neck pinched 2 of them though, so like,
yeah, you did.
That's that I accomplished what I wanted to. Make it a little bit easier for the peasants to continue their riot.
Okay. All right. So you're. Does anybody else want to do anything? You guys kind of have like a surprise round because you're like engaging and stuff. So.
Are we gonna kill them?
Kill them all.
Because they're all kind of.
I was dealing non-lethal damage, and nobody's allowed to draw the weapons, even the nobles. So there's not like
that's true, and we can't do magic.
They're all doing unarmed damage, basically.
Ooh.
Except Hurricane's actually a master of unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just
in
gonna
my element.
hang out and just.
Can I? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, since I can't really cast spells, I'll just kind of, and I'm physically not really helpful. I'll just kind of hang out and just be there in case of emergencies. I don't know.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay, so Tuki, what are you guys doing? Yeah, exactly. Fun.
Tuki, you go ahead. If there's something you want to do, I'll go after.
I don't think there's anything I can do. Not unless I like tickle them with feathers.
Do you want to like go back into stealth?
Please tickle them with feathers.
Sure, I'll go back in stealth. Where's my thing?
Okay.
Here's a trick, Tugi.
Hey, good roll.
I'm in the shadows.
Yeah.
You
I am the knight.
You can still sneak attack with an unarmed attack and deal non-lethal damage. Normally, unarmed attacks only deal 1 hit point when you're not trained like I am. But I think if you sneak attack, you still get your sneak attack dice.
Good question. Come on.
I mean, at least that's how it worked in 3rd edition. So
I think that might be different, but like, feel free to go ahead, Tuki. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. Rogue. Let me see. Sneak attack. Well, it says the attack has to use a finesse or a ranged weapon.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
just
I'll just stay stealthy. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
It's always good to have somebody in the shadows.
Multi-class to one
Yeah.
level of monk, and then your fists become a finesse weapon.
Exactly.
My feathers.
That's actually kind of terrifying to have a monk thief multi-class.
Oh,
Sounds pretty
gosh.
badass.
And everyone was kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
Fast as lighting. Winter, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was thinking I could like, cause same boat as Melvin. I can't really. I've got a lot of magic. I don't have a lot of
You have class
other
abilities.
things.
A bardic
Well, I was
inspiration
gonna say,
would help.
I don't think that's
Help
a
with
spell
commoners.
feature, though.
Yeah, and so, but what I was thinking was I could try and like pep talk the crowd to be like, is this really what we want to do? Like,
Oh, that's fair.
to try and calm things down a little bit, maybe.
Do a whisper
Use the
campaign.
masses.
Yeah, just like kind of while we have everybody here in one spot.
Just to give me 2 seconds there, guys. I got to take a quick bio break.
Okay.
Feel free to discuss.
Yes. Well, while you're gone, maybe we can chat about.
So I think what we were saying is like, yeah, your spells are off limits and you can't draw a weapon, but you have class features like bardic inspiration. Even though it is spell like, it is not a spell. So
not actually a spell because it's a feature.
Yeah. Right. You can
so
also use any number of skills like the one you used to rile them up in the first place to try to direct the crowd in some way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
you wanted,
thinking I would
you know.
do, but I just don't know what like the best course of action would be. Like, as a party, what are we looking to do here? Are we like, I don't want to calm them down if our goal is to just rile them back up. So
Yeah. I mean, I did ask you to rile them up. My main focus in the moment was to stop this injustice from happening that was in front of us. And so now we have a slightly different and bigger problem now, but at least my original goal has been accomplished, you know.
So maybe what I can do is try and calm the group down and let them know we found some food, or do we think in a mob that might make it worse?
I don't think so. I think whatever we can do to end the fighting as quickly as possible will allow us to basically talk out whatever the original drivers were for the brawl in the first place. And that's what we need to get to for us to offer some alternative solutions, because they weren't talking to us when they were about to start fighting. We needed to do something dramatic to stop that from happening. And now we need to. Now the goal is to get to a place where we can negotiate.
Okay. So I think then what I'd like to do is just kind of try and speak over the crowd again, if I may, and just say like, oh wait, we have a lead on some food. If everyone can pay attention, I think we might be able to come to a really great solution for everybody. And I think I'd like to use this moment to give Hurricane a little plug for his campaign. His campaign that's ahead of us as well. Because I think it's smart for us to like use this food
You're my
to our
press secretary.
advantage. Absolutely. I am accepting of that job.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well, that's what I would like to do. I'd like to make
She's trying to calm the crowd down by making a speech.
Right. So you guys vomit a bunch of stuff out of me. It needs a concise version of that. So yes.
Well,
so how do you want to do that, Ben?
Okay, so I'm gonna do a performance check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would I have advantage? No, I probably won't.
Well,
no, we're busy.
I would say, like, honestly, given the fact that they're already in fervor in a certain direction, you might have disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, roll with disadvantage, and I'll have a specific DC in mind.
Oh. Well.
Although, what the hell?
Oh, put them together.
You just rolled 2d20. That was.
I did.
Like, that's amazing.
Well,
that is actually
it added it, so 5.
That's a 12.
That's weird.
Yes, it would be the 3. Yeah, thanks. It's a 12.
So next time, like, I guess, is your stuff queued up inside your character sheet, like, rather than rolling a d20, because you're not getting your bonuses and stuff, right?
That did add the bonus. It just added it, like, all together.
Anyway.
I don't know what it did.
Did you click on advantage when you do that?
No, I just rolled 2.
Your proficiency bonus?
I don't think.
Okay, yeah, she's twice proficient.
Oh yeah, okay. So I have a +9. That should be a +9, but I think it added like. Yeah, that's 9 and 8,
I guess
right?
If you rolled 2 dice and added them together, it was supposed to drop the lower dice.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So I didn't actually roll with disadvantage. I just rolled 2 d20s, so maybe that was my bad. I figured it would roll them separately, but it added them together. So 12 is the lower roll there.
Okay.
12.
Are you using Fantasy Grounds to roll the dice?
Yes. Yeah, I just picked up 2 is all. Like I picked one up and then did the right click thing and.
Okay. Here, I'm going to take a little screenshot and point you to the buttons, and maybe you don't notice that they're there.
Oh, you know what? I see them now that I'm looking at them. Advantage, disadvantage. I was not doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wasn't even looking for them, so appreciate that. Okay, so how does my 12...
Oh, yeah, you try to convince them, but, like, there's so much of a din and then from all the background noise of like people like chanting and then people kind of panicking and you can't really get your message across the crowd. So unfortunately, it is not successful.
No bueno. Okay.
So that's everybody's surprise round. Now we go to the top of the round, which is the Laird. Lord Silas. He's going to retreat.
I bet he's going to.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. He's gonna run all the way back to his tent. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here." And that is his turn. And then it is Craps is next, and he is going to. 1 second. There's this guy right here.
Claim victory. Your opponent fled.
He's also going to flee. 1 second, where was he? Here. Because he's not interested. He's got mouths to feed, and he's not interested in being part of this commotion. Okay. Where did my fucking thing go?
Do we all just leave?
And then we go back to Tuki. You're next in turn.
Leave.
What do you want to do?
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna leave as well?
Let's just all scatter in 4 different directions.
I'll go north.
I had some guys down here. I'm not sure where the hell they went to, but anyway. With that being said, you do notice that the gates to the fort start to open up, and a couple of like armed guards kind of start, like they're not just doing it, but you guys have noticed it. So I'll leave it up to you guys to what you want to do. So Tuki, you said you're gonna go away, or you're kind of stealthed anyway? So, what do you want to do?
You said there's guards coming out of the doors.
You can hear the rattling of swords and like armor and stuff. Like the fort is aware that there's.
Find out where. So here.
Yep, exactly. The doors.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. So with that, what do you want to do?
I think I can go.
Just need to backstab them all.
No. I would like to prepare just in case if any of the guards attack any of the peasants, like physically harm them. Like if it's like what Hurricane was doing, where it's like not meant to hurt them,
right?
And it's just meant to disperse them, then I won't do anything. But if they injure, then I will attack.
Okay, so you're gonna prepare an action if something bad happens.
Goes
basically
wrong, yeah.
Roger that. Okay, Hurricane, it's your turn. That was it, Ashley? You won't do anything with your bonus action? You're still stealth and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hurricane, it's you, then it's Winter.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna just step over here, and I'll do Stunning Strike on these other two.
Okay.
And so then, actually, I'll stand right here and target.
Excuse me.
Miss. Okay, I'll try him again. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
How
long does that last again? By the way, your Stunning Strike.
How what?
How long does it last?
It lasts until the end of my next turn. So that surprise round strike wasn't really that good of a payoff for those first two guys. They're going to be action during their turn, right? But that's why I'm trying to get these next two.
Right.
I'm gonna use one key point to do a flurry of blows, so I have 2 more attacks. Okay. I'll try one more time on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crit.
Okay.
He's dead.
Critical.
He died. And now we gotta leave.
Yeah. What do you call it? It's still non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal damage. So yeah, you basically cold cock him and he's unconscious.
Is he unconscious already?
Yeah. They don't have that much in the way of hit points. No, I'm sorry. He's still conscious. He's
okay.
He's not got much left. He's not got much fight left in him. Let's put him that way.
I'm gonna count on that. I'm gonna count on him making good decisions from that point on. Then I'm not gonna use a Stunning Strike, and then I'll do my last attack on the other guy.
Good.
Whoa! What was that? I don't know what I just did. Okay, here. Come on, target. Am I targeting something? Okay.
It's Noble 4.
Yeah. Okay. Then. Yeah. Oof.
Oh.
Not quite good enough.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, just barely.
Okay.
Almost there.
I still shake my fist in his face in an intimidating manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You should go.
You strike him right in the breastplate, and it reverberates. Not quite enough to stun him, but kind of like, ow, shit. So you're both like, oh, Jesus, that sucked.
Like you got off easy this time. You should walk away.
Just like Jackie Chan shaking your fist because
look at what has happened to your friends.
Exactly. All right, so
that's the end of my turn.
Bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Winter, what are you doing now?
I think I'm going to just try and kind of do the same thing again. So I'm gonna soapbox myself a little bit, and maybe I'll try getting up on the box that Tuki had found.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of height will give me a little bit more credibility.
Okay.
And oh dear. And so I probably am I still gonna have disadvantage or?
Yeah. Unfortunately, because there's the momentum
It's
of
still
what's
going
happening.
on. Okay, so this time I'm gonna just say, guys, please, it's like for your own sake, the village guard is coming, or whatever we call them. Like they're for your own sake, please listen to us.
Disperse.
So I'm gonna try this. Okay, so it does. Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad.
No.
Nice.
Did it do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep,
Okay.
yeah, it did it.
Okay.
So once you kind of like, you begin chanting to the people, it's like, no, go back to your home. This is no longer a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
And you can see like amongst the throng of the crowd, you can kind of see some faces go from like anger to kind of like looking around, like, oh shit, yeah, she's right. That's let's not get kicked out of the only place of refuge that we have.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see kind of like some of the attitudes drop. Is that your turn?
That is. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So it is all of the commoners. And they attack. Just kidding.
Oh no.
Get 'em, boys.
Yeah. Oh no. So
Sorry, I'm not on the.
They begin to dissipate, and they're kind of like going back to their respective spot, which is not there. You fools! I know they've probably run too far, but they're getting the hell out of there.
They really don't want to be found.
And the same thing goes for the nobles. The nobles are kind of the actual bodyguards. They recover from their. They'd recover, right, Isaac? The ones that are stunned.
Yeah, the top two.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't use a stunning strike on my last turn, so no, there are no stunned guards. They all have various degrees of wounds, and I'm just standing right in front of them.
Okay.
Ready to do it again.
They look around and see that their lords like left. They've done their job. They've protected him, so they're going to leave along with the other nobles that don't have any interest in having a fisticuffs with any sort of peasants.
Fair.
So, 1 second here. Rabble. The throngs go away, and you see that just as everyone kind of breaks away, like kids lighting a firecracker at somebody's house, or like lighting the poop bag on fire from somebody's house, the doors open up, and you see a couple of guards, basically some knights, come outside and kind of like seeing what the hell is all this ruckus about. And now they've seen everybody disperse. They're kind of like, "Hey, you there? What's going on here?" Anyone can reply.
That's fair.
I'm in the shadows.
Tuki's right there.
Like, nobody sees.
I'm right there, but you can't see me.
That's right. Nobody can see
everybody but
see
Tuki.
stealth.
I'm like under some leaves.
Yeah.
You're also
don't
under
know.
the box.
Oh my god, yeah. Just Metal Gear Solid it.
Wait, right. That's Tuki.
Yes.
Poof. Gone. Like a fart in the wind.
Oh no.
I mean,
Visible panic.
all right, let's get rid of all these guys. I know. How do we do this again? Oh, I think it just delete them, don't it? No. Yes. I think this works. Yes. Perfect. Actually, I think I can do this in one fell swoop. Please hold. There we go. what are you guys doing now?
He said someone's trying to talk to us.
Oh, thank you for opening the door. We were just coming to talk to you.
Somebody said something, but I couldn't hear anything. What's your business here, sir?
We wanted to talk to you about if you could help for some services for the refugees. We found a significant stockpile of food in Fort Frostville, and we're looking for people who are willing to make an expedition back there to retrieve the food.
Right, you want to talk to Sir Beneform. He's the captain of the camp in here. 1 second, I'll see if he's free.
That would be great.
Come in. Just wait inside
Go
here.
in? Oh,
Yeah, just go inside.
they still don't see me.
Exactly. It's like, whoa.
I'm gonna sneak this way.
1 second here. Let's put some guys over here. Some guys over here. Just for, this is not combat. This is just guys. Some of the guys you see in the front point. Inside the barracks, there are a few sturdy log cabins that have been hastily but effectively erected for the Order of the Last Bastion Knights. Other land within the barracks walls have been cleared for training, sparring, stables, and repairs. The ring of steel, the bark of commands, and the smell of horses overwhelms your senses as you walk into the muddy roads of the barracks. So, one of the knights kind of says, "Yeah, he's right down. He's over. Let me just ping over here." Kind of directs you over to this tent over here. Do you guys want to go over to the cabin? I assume not to take over your characters and
Already there.
She's already in the camp.
I'm sorry, I stepped away from my desk. So, which way are we going? Toward is this the guy we want? The guy we want to talk to is over here. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. So let me just 1 second, folks. Come on, up. This is so. This is the gentleman. I'll put the title in here. Or not. Copy. Paste. There we go. Let me see here. So, this simple 2-room cabin is without decoration other than a large tapestry of the Order of the Last Bastion crest, a gauntlet holding an orchid on one wall in the first room. So that being said, the gauntlet holding an orchid is what the Order of the Last Bastion's crest looks like. The sturdy floor holds a large table with an incomplete map of Luna Valley. Standing around the table talking are a group of knights in fine armor. Much polishing cannot disguise the recent battles and the hard use of their plate mail. One of the knights looks up at you and glares. His mud-stained red cloak hangs off his shoulders, indicating his high rank. He is a picture of a hero, square chin, blonde hair, wide shoulders. He goes, How may I be of service? He asks through gritted, impatient teeth.
Hello, thank you for seeing us.
This is what he looks like. Boink. You guys should see that on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Thank you for seeing us. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope, you go ahead.
We're trying to help out the refugees in this town, and when we went to Fort Frostfell to take care of a goblin situation, we managed to find a large store of food in that fortress. We were unable to bring it all back with us on our return trip, and we're looking for someone who is willing to go back there to retrieve the rest of the foods for distribution to the refugees. Is that something that you could help us with? Help this town with?
Well, yes, it is our order to take care of the people of the valley. So, yes, I'll forward some men to retrieve the food. Can you mark it on the map where this place is?
Let me mark it on your map.
Excellent.
Okay. Can you tell me more about your order? I have not heard of you.
With the Order of the Last Bastion Knights, we've been occupying this area for the longest, for thousands of years, quite frankly. Our history is long and storied. If you wish to know more, we can go see the archivist if you wish to know more. But our main purpose here is to take care of Luna Valley.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was mainly curious about what your charge is and what your about your code of honor. Sounds like it is as I expected. You are protectors of this valley. That is good to hear.
Yes. And what have you? What brings you down to the valley?
We heard there was trouble in this area and came knowing that we could provide some help. And so far we've been able to do that. We cleared out the goblins from Fort Frostfell and have heard some rumors of more problems to the southeast, which is where we are headed next.
Excellent. Have you ever sought out to connect yourself with a higher purpose? Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
My own inner peace is the highest purpose I need.
What about you and your fellows? We could have use of strong arms such as yourself.
I'm just merely in the pursuit of
Are you inviting
knowledge.
us?
So yes, I'll just stop everything and say yes. He's inviting you guys. He's inviting you guys to join the Last Bastion Knights.
No, I'm not opposed to that. So what is the criteria to join your order?
Well, first, we do have some. So first things first. 1 second. Let me get my fucking notes in order here. You have to swear an oath of fealty to me and the order to protect the innocent of the valley from any danger. In exchange, you may sleep and eat in the barracks for free. We can provide suits of armor, like 1 suit of armor, horses, 50 gold pieces worth of mundane supplies, and perhaps we can even spare a weapon or 2. What say you?
I mean, I have no problem.
It is tempting, though personally I don't need these resources. Mm-hmm. I would prefer to be an ally. I don't need to take your oath, though we are spiritually aligned.
Very well. This is sad to hear. Perhaps we can convince you in the future. What
I'm
about
happy
to go ahead.
I'm happy to continue this conversation at any time. Yeah, go ahead and let the rest of the party speak.
Kevin, you said you were going to say something?
No, I agree with what Hurricane has to say. We're not really looking to be tied down to any group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with to our group, not to this sir, is like I agree with that, and I think we kind of have our own agenda at the moment, and I worry that they might have a different agenda for us that wouldn't align with what we're looking to do.
Yeah. It might have been a more tempting offer if we had encountered them before we went to the first fort.
Yeah, that's true.
But now I think we're fine.
So my men have noted that there was a kind of a scuffle outside between the nobles and the commoners. Do you have any information about that?
Yes, we broke it up.
Well done.
They
Do you
were
have any how that happened?
one of the nobles appeared to be coercing the commoners into servitude over through a some sort of brawl that would result in either an award of food or servitude, which we found unjust and ended that contest summarily.
Rightfully so. You've chosen wisely. You wouldn't want to align yourself with these nobles. They're selfish bastards.
I see that.
What have you spoken to or heard anything about the village council?
I have heard that there is an opening on the council, and I've already spoke with the remaining council members to offer to put my name on the ballot for the election. I would like to help this town in any way we can, and this is one way I think that we can be of service.
Yes, the village is quite corrupt. I think this especially in these times, it might be time to have martial order invoked. You needn't align yourself with them. I will be taking that spot on the council.
Oh.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a bit of healthy competition. We will see who the people vote for.
Very well. I will keep an eye out on you folks. That is all I have time for right now.
Thank you for the help with the food supplies.
Thank you for retrieving it. Be wary out there. There are things afoot.
You too, my man.
My man.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world out there.
Full of thieves and pickpockets.
Fire.
I'll have the corporal escort you out. If you need anything, send word to us and we will potentially be able to help you.
Oh, no.
Certainly. Thank you.
Good day.
Is Tuki getting trapped inside?
Wait.
So Tuki, I want you to make a
Fuck.
like a perception check.
Okay.
I assume you were in the meeting with everyone else, or at least close by.
Oh no, I was wandering around.
Oh, okay. Well, disregard then.
Well, that's a pretty low perception anyways.
It's just dirt, and barracks, people.
Yeah. I mean, she was sort of like skulking around the entire camp, though. If there was something else she could have noticed from the environment, she probably should get that. But that perception roll is still pretty shit. So then never mind.
Yeah. There's something else I had in mind for it, but yeah, there's nothing in particular.
Okay.
Like again, there. I will say that you noticed you counted about 24 knights inside the area.
That's good info. Then that's good info to have.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've met him. What would you like to do now?
Okay. So I think we have completed the entire original task list we had when we arrived here. But now that I'm running a campaign, we need to decide what other actions should we do here before we head off to guard on Mahold. I know that's the next place we need to go. I'm not sure if we need any additional information before we leave town, though. What do you guys think?
I think we should go around and hand people a piece of meat and tell them to vote for you, and then tell them that you're a war hero and we have to go off and fight again, and then we go to the castle.
Sounds good.
Hoorah!
And I'm also completely okay with only campaigning among the peasant sectors. Like, I don't want to go into this lord camp at all. I don't care about them. Like, they're not gonna have the numbers to compete with the peasants. If I can get the peasants on my side, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So we'll get you guys to note that down, that you guys are basically helping out the commoners versus the the nobles and the knights.
Yes.
Okay. With that being said, you are approached by council member Kadra. And she kind of beckons you over. Greetings, well met. I think you've spoken to her before,
Hello.
I believe.
Well, she was in the council group.
Yeah, I don't know if I showed you the pictures or not of the council people.
Oh, probably not. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's one. 1 second.
Hello.
Well met. Can I have a word with you?
Just me? Sure.
With you all in private. Please come to my
Okay.
chambers.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll follow.
So she is,
Where?
if you remember, right here. That's her.
Oh,
That's her
okay.
place. It's not that far. So you enter the. 1 second. Get out of there, Jesus. Again, this is like a long, a log home that stretches out before you. There's a small stream that cuts in front of the house, and a footbridge crosses the water. Wind from the east whips past your ears and chaps your face as you walk towards this quaint building. Just as a general description, she's bright blonde hair, brown eyes, and green robes. And she's very friendly, generally speaking. She goes on to tell you that she is she's seen a girl in town. Just 1 second, let me bring up the actual thingamajiggy. She's concerned about a girl that is lost from one of the refugees. Where is it? There it is. There we go. She's looking for a pale-skinned, blonde teenage refugee from Safe Harbor. She says her name is Ellie Mirkar. She looks like she's just like lurking around the house, but she's not sure like if she's being taken care of or she's just worried about this girl. And if you can find her, I'll put the name inside the chat here if you're interested in more. Oh, for the love of God. There. There we go. It is now. And she also personally thanks you again for taking care of the meat that's coming in from the area. And she says, if you can find this girl, it's very important to me. Here, let me give you this for your efforts. And damn it. Where is this? Maybe she did this already. She gives you a gem. Has she given you a gem yet? I don't think she has.
I don't think so.
Her yet.
She says this is a gem, magical gem. It's called it's a gem of brightness. And where how we say we did this again? It has exactly 39 charges. So just keep that in mind.
It used to have 40, but I used one.
Yeah, exactly. I had to test it out.
To make sure it works.
Yeah.
Love it.
Where is it? Inventory. Let me pull this into inventory. Doop. There we go. And you should find it in the inventory under Gem of Brightness.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for her?
Well, we'll see what we can do to find Kadra. This sounds like an important task, and thank you for the gym.
Thank you for your efforts. You can find, I've seen her around Safe Harbor, and that's the same area you guys were just at. So like, 1 second, I'll ping it. So this is the Safe Harbor area.
Okay. That's the nobles of Safe. This is the nobles of Safe Harbor.
Yeah. So she would be like
Okay.
more up in this area here. But
Like, right,
again,
okay,
she's
that's
like right beside there. So she's been seen kind of lurking around. She's kind of concerned. She's basically saying like, like, I'm not sure if she has anyone, but I'm concerned. I've seen her like lurking about and stuff. She looks hungry. She looks kind of desperate. Just let me know if you see her, please.
So you're looking for her because you believe that she's not being cared for, and you want to care for her?
Someone should take charge of her. She's too young to be alone in these squalid conditions. Anyone young is vulnerable most often, especially given this disaster we're going through.
And there aren't any other children that are in just as bad of a condition? I would think there would be many more orphans among the refugees. What is special about this girl?
I've just seen her around. She's been lurking around the house, so I'm concerned.
Okay. We'll see what we can find.
Thank you. So I'll get you. I mean, if you guys want to, mark it down or whatever, or not.
Does anybody else have anything to say?
We don't. No.
No.
Okay.
Thank you again for your time.
Thank you. Okay.
So with that,
I'll head into the camps there, and we can talk about what we're going to do here.
Perfect. 1 second. I got this big block of text in front of me. Where are you guys going?
Into the Safe Harbor peasant camps.
Okay, so you're gonna go take a look for her now, then, yeah?
Yes, and do campaigning as Tugi suggested.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So you enter the again these squalid conditions. Like again, this is quite possibly the poorest and shabbiest of all the dwellings that are in here. Given all of the refugee camps you've seen, like again, these are the poorest of the poor or the most destitute. When you come in, immediately they just swarm around you and beg for food or money. So you start giving out food, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So as soon as you give food, you can, like, again, the ages, like, again, from the elderly to the youngest, they, like, light up and they bless you and pull on your cloaks and like, just, like, pat you, and some people kiss on the cheek and stuff, showing them how grateful they are. Some like, begin weeping openly with like out of happiness and just relief that someone's finally come by and like kind of taken care of their needs.
I ask about how the children are, if there are many orphans in this camp, and how they are being taken care of.
It's like the one person you've seen. It's kind of like she's an older woman. She's like, "Oh yes, we have far few orphans that are uncared for. Most have been adopted by some of the eldest, and we take care of them best as we can."
Do you know of one named Ellie?
Oh, it's not familiar with that name. What does she look like?
Oh, did Kadra give us a description? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she said she was like basically a pale-skinned, blonde teenage girl, kind of like gaunt,
Okay.
like shy. She like whenever she was lurking around Kadra's place, she never like reached out or said anything. She just kind of like always in the periphery, and then when she would go check on her, she'd be gone.
Okay. That's a blonde, pale-skinned girl, maybe teenaged, with and fairly shy, at least as we have heard. But somebody was looking for her. I don't know exactly why, so that's why I'm trying to gather some information.
Oh, wait. You see, she's blonde, yes?
Yes.
Little wisp of a thing. Yes, I do remember her now. Quite shy. She doesn't talk much. Maybe she's been injured, or maybe she's unwell. No one seems to know where she's living, though.
I'd like to try to help her if I can.
Well, I can keep an eye out if you wish me to.
Yeah.
Would you like me
Can
to
you
direct her
please,
someplace?
Where do we have a standard place we're staying, right?
Well, yeah, just be like the inn, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's where you
okay.
guys have been bunking up when you're in town.
Right. Yeah, if you do manage to find her, let her know that Hurricane and party would like to help her if we can, and if there's anything that she can talk to us about, she can find us at the inn tonight.
Okay. She agrees to this, and she's, well, I'll send her definitely your way. Should we happen to see her? Oh, I will say, she did have a ribbon in her hair. Which was odd.
Ribbon?
Everything, yes, everything else, she was very, well, much like most of us, very dirty and, not well kept. But the ribbon was just this lovely purple ribbon. Pretty girl. But again, she just doesn't seem well.
I think we may be able to help her if we know what the problem is. She sounds like someone who needs help, so I'd like to talk to her about that. Thank you for looking for her, and hopefully we'll be able to see her tonight.
Very well. Good day to you, sir.
Okay, so we did our campaigning here. Should we move to the next camp?
Okay.
Does anybody else want to do something in this encampment?
No.
Nothing in particular.
No.
Okay.
We're just kind of your cheerleaders.
Hoorah! Okay. So, 1 second here. You guys enter the Fort Icewind refugee camp and begin giving out food and such. These guys are, again, in a different kind of situation. But immediately the disposition of anybody you encounter is one of respect and admiration. They feel that
they know more about our accomplishments.
Right, exactly. You've proven yourself to them, and again, you can kind of you can tell the disposition between these guys versus the actual knights or even the nobles to the south. These guys are practical soldiers that were, again, left to be guarding or left to defend the Fort Icewind when it again got taken over by the goblins. So they understand the strife and the trials and tribulations of dealing with the goblins. So again,
so I guess I'll expand on my campaign speech here and basically ask for their continued support and let them know that I'm anticipating a strong competition from the knights, and that their support would mean a lot in when that comes to head. Not that I'm expecting a physical confrontation, but I feel like if I'm backed by these guys, then that might give the knights a little bit less of a sway.
Okay. The you speak to some of the guys, and they said, "Well, really, you should be talking to Huberg, Lord Commander Greyborn." And you speak to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I think we already discussed this, and like he would give you, he would endorse you, right? So,
right,
like,
I
he
have his
appreciates everything
endorsement.
you've done,
right? Like there's the one layer of endorsement, and then the other layer of just having the spirit of the people. That's why I wanted to talk to the actual people in the camp about this same idea. Just saying, yeah, I want their support.
Oh.
And no,
yeah, and for the most part, they like understand that and they appreciate that, but they're soldiers, so they defer to
right, of course,
rank basically, But they're very polite about it. They're not rude at all. They're kind of like, yeah, like definitely like if
well, the thing is, like,
Commander Greyborn is with you, then we're with you.
Right. I guess what I'm trying to say is if I have their support in spirit, then they will more enthusiastically follow those orders.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the impression you get.
Yeah. So okay, I'm good. This was this wasn't a hard campaign stop.
No, not here for sure. Okay.
Anything else to do in this camp?
No, you've basically taken care of most of the needs at the time being. Like, so yeah, you're good.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, we'll move to the next one.
Oh.
I think you guys briefly came in here, but then again, it was more of the same. You kind of like ducked in and ducked out, didn't you?
Yeah, we were here at one. We did meet some of the people, but we didn't get establish a relationship with anybody.
Oh, okay. All right. So you enter. This is the Helmet and Hemlet, not Helmet. Sweetwater refugee camps, and they again, a lot of the people come up and they're kind of like, oh, food, money, and you do more of the same, and it's like, hey, they celebrate and stuff, and they say, you should talk to Niven and Blondebeard, and Genus Clocker. These are the leaders of both Hemlet and Sweetwater's refugees. So,
sounds good.
Do you want to go with them or?
Yes.
Okay. So they bring you over to
this,
like a
Trivial Pursuit piece here.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, that'll do.
Looks good.
So you make your way inside here, and it's like you can tell that the tent is it's a flimsy tent compared to all of the rest of the stuff you've seen. It's not quite as bad as the ones the commoners that were in to the south. But you can see that there's the animal skins have been like hastily constructed over the wood frame. It's full of holes, doesn't stop the wind. It's got a muddy floor. There's a greasy fire put in the center that fails to do much other than just smoke. Despite these miserable conditions, hearty laughter rings around the tent within, overcoming the buzz of the insects. Over by the smoking pit sits an elderly dwarf farmer in dirty, rugged garb. His hoarse stench is palpable. Next to him is a dwarf. Next to the dwarf is a venerable human male in pauper's garb with a wispy white beard. There's a tattoo of a dragon on his left arm. The dwarf smiles at you and goes, come to visit the lords of the refugees, have you? And he slaps his knees and laughs and motions for you to come over and take a seat in the mud. And this is what the human looks like. That is Janus Clocker, as you can see.
He looks like a Janus.
Yeah. You look like it. Sorry. And then there's Nibbin. 1 second. Sure. This handy pick. Both, again, elders of their respective camps.
Sure.
Okay.
And he says, "What can we do for you?"
I'm stopping through all the camps to get to know the people of this town and let them know that with the exile of the former council member, I plan on
right
running for one of
bastard.
the seats.
He was hoarding food. Can you imagine?
Yes. We
Right.
we had the same reaction when we found out. This is why we let the children know where to find the food.
Right, bastard. You know what we need to do is we need to put our hats in the ring for that election that's coming up, so we can represent the refugees.
You should support old Hurricane here.
Oh, aye. Are you going in for it too?
I did put my name in. If your campaign is serious, I think that one of the refugees, if your cause is noble, maybe I could support you too. There is a lot of names, and we should form an alliance. Either you can back our campaign or I can back yours. Yeah. I mean, there can only be one winner, but my vision for this town is to help grow it to the hamlet that it deserves to be. There's so much potential here.
I think you've been misinformed. When they do the election, it's for the entirety of the councils. All 4 chairs are up for grabs, my friend. Colinus is just empty now, yeah, but when the elections come along, yeah, all 4. Now, Bajalian usually wins as a member, and the other 2 come in tow, the other 3 come in tow, but now Colinus is out of the equation. It might be it might be ripe for the taking.
If we ran as an alternative council, do you think that would have an increase in support among all of the people here?
Aye, we might have the numbers actually. That's a fine idea.
We should find a 4th that we could run as a full alternative council. Then I mean, maybe we won't all get in, but that certainly can give us some momentum to support each other.
Well, I think we should talk to. There's a couple of people actually that are interested in the elections.
Yes, I've met a few as well.
Everybody seems like they want to have their hat in the ring.
My interest is whatever is best for the people of this town, and I feel like many of the contenders don't have that agenda.
I think you're right. Like, we wouldn't want anybody like Kadika Leblorn from the nobles. He should not be. No, heaven help us. If we got hit, if somebody voted him in, that'd be not the best for everyone else. Or even what?
I was gonna say we haven't met him, but given how the rest of the nobles are behaving, I don't doubt it.
Yes, selfish lot. Jorman, Jorny Yorvin. 1 second. He's the one that's in charge of the Journey's Tavern. He's not for any. We wouldn't want him in power either. He's also trying to go for the vote, but he's against the refugees. He wants to expel them. They shouldn't have any rights.
Is there anyone among the original settled townsfolk that could be an ally? That seems to be the one angle that would clinch a support for an alternative council, to have 2 representatives from the refugee camps, 1 representative as a hero and what do you say, a philanthropist of the area. That would be me, and somebody representing the established settlers before the refugees arrived would help us, with their support as well. Is there anybody friendly to that cause?
Two people you'd want to speak to. Malga, over in the inn, she's interested
she's
in running for council as well. And Somith Skullcleaver would also be interested. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, who's that? I don't
He's the
think
one
I've
that
heard the name.
he owns the Elegant Saw.
Okay.
If you haven't spoken to him, he'd be a good ally. He's a burly half orc. You can't miss him.
Thank you. We will see what we can find out.
Hey, good luck to you.
And yeah, having an ally in town while we are doing this campaign will be very useful because as my responsibilities are going to take me away from the town from time to time here. We are planning an expedition to Gardon Marhold to deal with more threats in that area. And if I'm gone for a couple days, I wouldn't hate for our opponents to spread untrue things about me and my campaign without someone here to watch my back. I think an alliance will do good for all of us in that case.
I agree. We can help you out with that.
Great. I will check in with you after I talk to the other town members and before we leave on our next expedition. Thank you for your support. And
just one sec. I've got to check with me with my partner here, Genus. What do you think, Clocker? Oh, he seems to agree. We're good.
Praise Dave.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. Get the fuck out.
The carriage driver.
Oh, I was gonna say Tuki is fascinated by Danis, the guy who doesn't really speak. She's just like, what?
Yeah, mimic that.
Oh my god. You're the best. All right, what are you guys doing now?
Okay.
Actually,
I know this is my campaign, but you guys are all still players too. Take actions if you have something to do.
Thank you.
To do. We're supporting you.
This is very entertaining, and I agree. We're kind of here to support you right now. So.
Okay.
All right.
So
we have the same idea, I guess. I mean, like we're hive mind. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my next plan. Is let's talk to the orc at the what was it, a sawmill?
Hey, sorry, yes, the elegant saw, I think is what it was. Yeah. One second. Let me look for it. It is right here. Not that far, actually.
Okay.
This place right here.
Not that far. Okay. So we'll talk to the orc at the sawmill since we haven't spoken to them before. Then back to the inn where we already know the innkeeper, but then talk to them about it as well. And then we should be ready to go out on our expedition. One more check in with these guys and to finalize what's going to go on while we're out of town. And then we'll be right around stopping time for our session today.
Okay.
Unless we want to stop right now.
What would usually we go to 6:30, do we, or 6?
Yeah, my understanding is we always stopped at whatever the most appropriate stopping time was between this hour and the next. So I guess it depends. Let's see how long the conversation with the orc goes, and we can stop after that if we need to.
Right. Okay.
Unless if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, everybody okay just to finish this up, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am anyway. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
So
we're going here
over to the elegant saw. So a small open woodshop sits next to a well-built log cabin. The smell of fresh cut timber has you taking notice of a dwindling stack of firewood sitting next to the woodshop. Sawdust clouds the air as a burly, middle-aged, half-orc, burly twice apparently. Burly.
But is
moves his scarred arm in a blurring motion, sawing a log of wood in half. Sweat pours down his focused face, the black hair pulled back in a ponytail, his eyes squinted. He looks up and offers a smile and a nod, going, how can I help you?
What's this guy's name again?
Somath. Just 1 second. Let me give you a peek share. Somath Skullcleaver. There you go. That's him.
Like Wolverine.
Kind of,
yeah. Okay. Good day, Someth. We're talking to a number of people around town about the open seat on the council, and I have put my name in on the ballot. So I'm trying to see how various leaders around the town feel about supporting me and or running for a seat. I was told you may be friendly to this idea.
Yeah, based on the events with Colinus, I feel like, and a lot of other people I've spoken to feel the same way. It's time for a change. Change in management. Bajalian, not so much Cadra. Cadra's good people, but it may be time for them to retire and put some new blood in that maybe have a better interest, especially with all the refugees around. What is your what's your politics, I guess, on that? Like, how do you feel about the refugees?
I feel like the refugees have they deserve a home just as much as anybody, and the way these things usually work out is this city is bigger now and it needs to grow to accommodate them. Everyone who lives here is a citizen, and we need to find a way to live together peacefully. So that's it will take some hard work, but a bigger city is better for everyone, and we can all work together to achieve that as long as we're not divided.
Yeah, I have the same point of view, friend. Yes, I would support you, and I would hope that you would support me or Malaga, for example, in this venture. I think it's best for Tomar's Crossing in general. She's the innkeeper, Malaga.
Okay, yeah. Yes, Malagat, we were going to talk to her as well. We were just speaking with... Now I already forgot the guys we were just speaking with.
Insert their names here.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Niven Blondebeard and Janus Clocker from Hemet and Sweetwater.
We were just speaking to the leaders of the refugees at Hemet and Sweetwater, and came up with the idea of running a campaign as a full council, a full alternative council of 4, with us all supporting each other. That would be me and Hemet and Janus, and Ethan, and then the 4th would be either you or Malagath. What do you say to that?
I'd agree to that. It would be again anyone except the current 2, even just to get Bajalian out. The more people that vie for a position would take more power away from him. He's been in that seat too long. I think it's gone to his head.
Was Gajalian the one that I saw was not happy with the fact that I got my name on the ballot?
Yep.
One of them.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
He was the one that made the face and recognized.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Okay, thank you for remembering that.
Yep.
And okay.
Or was that for Laura?
Yeah, it was mine.
That too.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have you already put your name in as a candidate?
I have.
Well, we will support you as well. I agree with your objectives here.
Excellent. I'll have my back if you have yours. I mean, you know what I mean. Shit.
I know what you mean. All right. We'll go talk to the innkeeper and see if we can get our final ally here. Thank you. And we'll talk again soon.
Perfect.
I'm going to take a handful of sawdust and put it in my pocket.
Yeah,
mark down a handful of sawdust. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Okay. And that's it for that.
Yeah. Then we're going to the inn, which is the green box.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Where you travel.
Okay.
Oops, I still have my picture up here.
Do you guys ever do LARPing?
No, I can't say. I don't think I've ever done LARPing. You?
Yeah, I used to do in high school. There was a group that played in the city park, and we would go every week. And they had a whole system of rules set up for like fantasy adventure style stuff. So you could pick a class like a wizard or a ranger and do a whole. They did little adventures every Sunday. But one of the mechanics they had for the wizards to cast spells and stuff, they were like different colored tennis balls that they would throw around. But then, sometime, but also for like fireball or any like AOE kind of effect, they figured out that if you take a single Kleenex and put like 2 tablespoons of flour in it and then tie it up with a rubber band, you can throw that and it would just burst into a huge cloud of dust whenever it hit anything.
God,
And,
that's amazing.
That's funny.
And so we did that all the time.
You're giving me ideas.
I know. I have a friend, a good friend of mine. Her husband is in the military, and they go like out in the field and do field stuff.
Mhm.
And every time that he's away and in the field, she's like, "No, he's LARPing." That's what they always say, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, "Well, they pretty much are, yeah."
Yeah.
No. I made some physical props for the in-person game, and I found this set of bracers I kind of made. It's like half 3D printed, half
you
just
had
fake
this
leatherette.
This was in the photo you posted.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd posted it or not. I was like, but I feel like
this is a different photo,
I'm on
but I
my
saw
way
the
to
bracers.
LARPing.
David, you now have at your disposal, you have bracers, you have the arrow, you've got a skull if you need it.
The skull,
you got a spell book.
You never know when a skull may be important.
Could be Hamlet in the park.
All right. So what are you guys doing now? Or are we calling it here?
I'm fine to call it here.
Okay.
I mean, it's just one more conversation, but we can start that at the beginning of the next session.
Oh, so yeah, no,
we
could probably finish that up, I guess. I mean, like, just what do you want to? You just want to chat about the voting thing, right?
Yeah, let's just do the campaign talk with the innkeeper, and then we'll start the next session with heading out.
Okay, so you guys gonna head out to the next spot, basically, the next dungeon area.
Yeah.
Mardong, Marhold. Okay. So you
basically.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
What?
Love it.
Oh.
What did I miss? Oh, yeah, cool.
That's so cute. Which one are you?
I'm the one on the left with the giant sword.
With a giant sword, of course you are.
I had the buster sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Amazing.
All right, so you enter the inn, and Malaga greets you. Well met.
Hello. So we've been talking to the townsfolk about the opening on the council, and I'm trying to remember if she was the one who told us about this in the first place.
I think she did.
Okay.
You've gone you're right. You've gone full circle.
Yeah,
so that's good.
We've gone full circle. This is fine. Okay.
Yep.
So, I've gathered a quite a bit of support, goodwill, and a couple endorsements from various people around the town. And in those conversations, I heard that you may be putting your name in as well. Is that true?
Oh, I.
So I think I didn't realize that it was more than just the one seat that was open. The entire council is up for re-election, so there's less need for harsh competition as long as the right people get into the council. I came up with some of the other candidates. We came up with the idea that if we ran as a group, as a council of 4, this may get some more momentum than us each competing as individuals, specifically against the others that may want to, that may have ulterior motives and will clearly not be the kind of person who make that kind of alliance.
Typically in the past, what's happened is the other 3 would always get in. They'd always get their votes in. But now that Kalanis is we've kind of broken the chain. So there's more chance of somebody else getting into the council and changing the way things are done around here.
Does everybody get an equal vote in town?
I believe so. We're kind of in uncharted territories is the problem, because the refugees weren't typically part of Tomar's Crossing's business, but now they're just too many. You can't ignore them.
Yeah. No, they are part of the city now, and this is a difficult time to integrate them, but that's what needs to happen.
I couldn't agree more.
So would you be the 4th on our alternate council in a campaign to can we run as a council of 4?
Oh, you can count on me.
Thank you. We have our beautiful press secretary here that will manage our manage our political announcements and advertisements. But so we'll get some of that arranged, and we're going to head out to Gardon Marhold. We may be gone for a couple days, but hopefully we will be back in time for the election.
Perfect. How have you been finding the room?
It suits our needs. Obviously we're not here every day, and we're used to sleeping in the wilderness, so the room is better than that. This is and we know the privilege that we have, even though we are paying for it, and we are getting better sleeping conditions than most of the people in the town, so we still appreciate it.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, busy hands, you understand. I'd love to talk more, but
yes,
all these people to take care of.
Yes, definitely. Take care of your people, and we'll be around to talk more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And I forgot her name again. Malaga? Malaga?
Malaga. Malaga.
Malaga.
So Malaga. Terwin.
Okay.
It's
just call it Kipper. That's good too.
Malacca.
It's good to know that like everybody, at least verbally, is consistent with what we're looking to do as well.
Well, not everybody, but the people
No.
the people that we were directed to. Yeah, the people that we want are saying the things that they need to be our allies. So we'll see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put that in the chat, guys. Just 1 second here. That's the innkeeper's name right there.
Okay.
And I think I showed you that. I'm pretty sure you've seen a picture of her. Not that it matters, but if you go, oh, maybe I didn't share it. That's what she looks like.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Okay. I was gonna say you should find again. The images should all be saved in your like
in the images folder
of stuff I've shared. So yeah.
I kind of wish that there was a separate folder for images and maps as separate things. But
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a way to tag them. I'll have to take a look, because I feel like that'd be for most systems is like, oh, just tag it as a map or as an image. You know what I mean? Like, crap. Yeah, I'll have to look into that maybe. All right. So with that, what's the plan going forward? You guys are going to make your way out.
I think we're going to stop by Janus and Nibbin on the way out and let them know that we have the backing and alliance with the 2 people they suggested.
Okay.
And then and then I think Winter, if you want to set up some sort of campaign slogan or something for people to
Yes.
distribute, and like if our allies can distribute that while we're out, then we won't lose any momentum.
Very on
We need the
board
people
with
to
that.
know. We need the people to know that we're working for them, even if we're not here.
Okay, I like that.
And then that's what we'll do at the beginning of next session is we'll do that and then head straight out to Gardon Marhold.
Perfect.
Do we have a party name this time around?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, we definitely need a party name.
Yeah, it might
No, I don't
come
think you
in
guys do have one yet.
handy with my sloganing.
You're sloganing.
Yeah. Not that we have to have one, but it's just sometimes easier.
Yeah. Any suggestions?
Yeah. I like a good pun, but
I know, right?
well, and it's something we can think on too. Like,
yeah, we can talk about this at the beginning next time too.
yeah.
I was just gonna say, at work, whenever we're put into like group activities and we're asked to make a team name, the first name I always suggest is just Kevin. Like it's like guys, give us a team. We need a team name. I'm like, okay, Kevin. Like,
love it.
I'm always just like, it's stupid to ask people at like you're here to do work. Why do we need to name a team? It's so like so I'm like,
Two truths and a lie.
stupid questions get stupid answers. And that's how I do it. But
That's so true though. Like, we're grown. Please don't make me do this. Oh my god, it's the same energy as when people are like, good morning, and then they're like, oh, that wasn't loud enough. And I'm like, I am a morning person, but no. Like,
yeah,
absolutely
that's when I just
not.
hang up on the call.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But okay, well, we can use our downtime maybe to think up something. Group name efforts, and
yeah,
even if they come to people during the week, just to maybe pop them in the channel. And I know we're all pretty much online people, so
yeah. Well, so one thing I was thinking that we needed a team name too, because I was writing out all the alternate council was going to be, Janice Clogger, leader of the Sweetwater refugees, Nibbit Blondebeard, leader of the Hamlet refugees, Malaga Terwin, innkeeper, and Hurricane Pretty. What like we
that's
but
true.
And I need to say what I am. But if we had a team name, then I could be like Fist of the whatever, So then that would be a good title for me. But we need a team name.
Yeah. So. Okay. I remember for a different group I was looking. We had I don't know why we had a team name, but we came up with a name for our group, and we just found like the funniest list on Reddit that somebody had, many somebodies had put together. But I like it.
Yeah, I'll say.
If you guys want instructions on how to make those kind of swords, like those are like toy swords, but I can tell you how to make a sword like those ones in the pictures that my brothers are carrying. It's about $20 of material from a hardware store, and you can make that yourself. So
amazing.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if anybody subscribed to the oatmeal, but he posted it up, and I'm like, this would be fun for like LARPing, but I think the swords are super small. Like they definitely,
those ones
they were
look like
it's a
toy for babies. Yeah.
yeah. Like Jesus, those things are so small.
Yeah, no, but the way the easiest way, like if you look at my two brothers on the right are really just holding sticks. They're just like pole arms, which is it's a 3 feet of PVC pipe with pipe insulation around it, and then it's all held together with colored duct tape to make it look like the weapon. But you need to make sure you don't spiral. If you spiral wrap the duct tape, it compresses the foam and makes it hard, so it'll hurt people if you hit them with it. So you just use the duct tape. The duct tape is like a coat of paint. It needs to go parallel with the pole itself.
Yeah,
And you can overlap it a little bit, but you don't spiral wrap it to compress the foam. And then and you also let it extend a little bit past the edges, so you can do a thrusting action, and it has like 2 or 3 inches of edge that doesn't have pipe in it, and then it's a safe dueling weapon. The flat edge swords and the axe that my brother has, who's standing next to me, are a little more difficult, because you need to get some flat foam and then cut out the shape that fits around the PVC pipe, and then put another layer on top of it, so you have this sort of like stair step effect. And again, you cover it in duct tape to hold it all together. But the PVC is the structure, and the foam is the padding, and then also gives you the shape of whatever weapon you want to make it look like. So,
yeah, I can imagine the sheer amount of just the quote unquote, we'll call this technology for LARPing is changed and evolved over what 50 years now, I'm sure. I don't know how long people have been officially LARPing for, but I mean, Jesus.
Is the brother that's next to you, is he wearing like a shiny suit?
He's like a baked potato.
Yeah. That's kind of, I was like, I think it's shiny, but I can't quite tell. That's amazing.
I don't know which one he's actually wearing, but yeah, it might be just a shirt and pants made out of like silver sequins.
Yeah. Okay.
But at one point he got a mesh shirt, and then filled each hole in the mesh with those what do you call those? The little brass paper things that you can that are like they're like a tack, but you split the edges to open it back up and
in place
hold.
of like a staple or whatever in a corner of a document type thing.
Yeah, they're not paper clips. They like go through a hole punch, and then they hold things. Yeah, right. Yeah. So he basically made a whole vest out of that.
That's amazing.
And it was actually really heavy for a high school kid to wear, but it was literally chainmail, So
that's hilarious.
Especially you've got all that spare time.
Yeah.
You don't even be honestly, really, high school.
I know, what else are you gonna do in high school?
Oh yeah.
That was probably one of the most wholesome activities we had.
Yeah.
I went
I see that actually.
An 80s party, and when I was much younger.
Yeah, those are the ones.
I had a bunch of crinolines, so I made like a crinoline skirt out of it, and I at the time didn't have a sewing machine, and so I was like, I'll hand stitch it, it'll be fine. It took me like weeks and weeks, and it was just hilarious by the time I was done. I was like, amazing. But when you're young and you have all the time under the sun. And
I did the same thing with my first cosplay outfit. I didn't have a sewing machine, so I was like, I can hand stitch my tunic, that'll be fine. Oh my god, it took forever, but it looked really cool.
End result. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are you with the one with the beard?
No, that's I'm neither of those. Those are two of my brothers. That's the one. That's the same one that was standing next to me with the shiny suit, and then the one on the right. That's the same. He's wearing the same wizard robe.
Aw.
My mom was really supportive and built us all costumes. One of my brothers was a dragonborn for Halloween.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
so cool. Your mom
Oh,
Yeah, that's funny.
yeah. That's awesome.
Again, there could be far worse things to be doing as a teenager, right?
Right?
Like for real.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's funny. My mom and dad would get angry over stupid shit, and it's like,
Yeah.
really? I could be like running the roads, drinking or doing drugs. I do none of that.
I know, right?
Just leave me alone.
Just
I'm
let
just
me
being a
play.
nerd. Give me a B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me play. That's adorable.
All right.
All right, folks.
Mm,
Good game.
yes.
We will talk to you guys on 2 weeks' time, I guess. Right?
Yep.
And then
yeah.
we're off to the next dungeon. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Wow,
I think
wow.
it's kind of an accomplishment to get all the town stuff done in one session. Like town
Yeah.
sessions are really easy to get sidetracked in. So
Yeah.
Mm.
It's kind of trying to keep us on the short and narrow there.
yeah, thank you. I mean, we all kind of supported that. So I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Back to the
And
dungeon.
I enjoy that. Well, like what you guys are doing. Like that's one of the things you
Yes.
potentially can. You don't have to, but it's like it's fun. You know what I mean? Like or can be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I suppose we could have just said, no, we don't want to sit on council.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Good luck. That sounds
Yeah,
like a
but
town problem, not an us problem.
Even if we didn't, though, like, I mean, I just sort of was being a little bit impulsive when I stepped up for that, but it's
Yeah.
working out. But even if we didn't, we would have still wanted to like pick who are we backing and then campaign for them. So either way, either way, we would have to go through all. It would be the same amount of work. I may as well be the candidate. You know.
That's true.
Right. Exactly.
Might
I'm
as
sure
well
there's got to
get
be
our
perks
thing.
for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks
I need my new
again.
subclass.
Love. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you then.
All right,
All right,
later,
bye.
guys.
I'm gonna scoot.
Bye.
Okay, bye.